Hello, everyone. Welcome to Monday morning. Monday evening.
Hi, welcome
Monday
to Morning
evening.
Redemption.
Did you say
Monday morning?
And I'm done.
Monday
Good morning. It's morning somewhere.
Good morrow. It's noon in our
It's
fantasy
morning
world,
somewhere.
but welcome to Rolls of Redemption, where we redeem your Monday one roll at a time, and it's more your Monday night.
Yeah,
The rest of the day already happened. We
depends
can't
where you
help
are.
you there.
It
But
depends where you are.
now we are here. That's true. If anyone's in I don't know.
You're in Australia. It's like 2 o'clock.
California. It's not even in the
Isn't
morning.
it
It's not morning
Tuesday
there.
That's the wrong
Maybe
direction.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
Hawaii?
I'm going the wrong way. I'm dyslexic.
Australia
A
Okay,
is
little
doing
bit further
tomorrow
past
already.
Hawaii, and you might be at like 11
Going to-
o'clock.
It's too late for me to understand
Okay.
time zones. Anyway,
Hawaii's only
Doesn't
5
matter. We
hours
didn't. We make
behind.
no promises to redeem your whole Monday. Just this moment,
some
get a
of
couple
it.
of hours of
like
redemption.
2-ish.
At whatever
Hours
moment
of
of
it.
Monday you're in.
Yeah.
Let us make up for the crap fest that you've had today.
I'm sorry.
How about that?
your
How
day
about
had
that?
to be a Monday.
We're sorry Mondays don't exist, and we can't
Anyway.
help you.
Anyway,
Cool.
welcome
So-
to Rolls of Redemption.
Welcome to Chaos Fest. Any announcements, friends? Any announcements? No? Yes? Maybe?
I think I should probably join the Twitch, huh?
You probably should. Maybe.
Dex is the
maybe
only
Dex
one in there
is
right now.
here. Announcement: if you are a subscriber on the Discord, you might be getting some holiday mail
Yep.
soon, but we need to know where you live.
I sent all of our Ko-Fi subscribers a message. No one replied, so I'm assuming no one saw it. So I will be following up via Discord for our subscribers.
Did you see
Your
a
email.
message from Ko-Fi in your
Yeah.
email asking?
I'm asking
about
for a
your-
friend myself.
Let us know. Asking for a friend. We really need to know. Sorry.
So-
Maddie's like staring at me and she's like, please throw this ball. I'm like, no.
No.
So yes, that is the announcement. If you're part of that secret society, which is not a secret society, you can join it
It
for
is quite
$3 a
public
month
society.
with the coffee
But it
Ko-Fi link
feels
here at
cool.
the bottom.
So,
It's
So-
yeah.
yeah.
Elite. High rollers is what I'm labeling.
I will say, every time Dex rolls a check, it's always
It's like
20
a
and above.
nat 20, look, every time.
I would like his dice.
I don't know how he
please.
does it.
Whatever you use, Dex, I would like your dice. I guess William Wallop, we should, use his actual username. Not
No.
just the character we
He knows
invented.
the proper name.
She's like says no. Mina says no. I'm gonna start using
Mina
only
says
your
no.
character name. How do you like that?
That's fine.
She'd respond.
Jamina.
I would respond. Jamina.
Gina? Will you respond to Gina?
I might.
Oh no! Please don't respond to Gina.
Sometimes you call your kid Bina, and I'm like, yes. Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
this has happened.
This has happened.
So yeah. Anyway, those are the announcements. That is the nightly news. Recap is going to be we didn't do jack shit really. So
There was some
Yeah.
political intrigue. We confronted Kai. We still don't quite trust Kai, and then Kai went to try and steal a book from Keladek, which we said was probably a bad idea. And they're burning holes in his floor.
Kai-
So we'll see how that turns out.
doing so many questionable things. It's so hard
You know,
to trust Kai.
I'm gonna say Atreus almost was like, you know what? I should go with
Okay.
Kai to make them feel like they're included. But then Atreus said,
Aw.
you know what? I'm gonna go with my wife. And
Does
now
Atreus-
Kai is making a disaster over at the
I feel like we are
I-
completely changing this like duo between Mina and Atreus, where they're like, Mina's just like, no, like I'm the calm, cool, and collected one. We got this, trust me. And now she's just like a chaos gremlin, and he's like, oh my god.
Catherine's like, I gave everyone an
What I'm
opportunity to
learning-
come along with me, and no one came along or told me to stop. I'm like, the stop was heavily implied. Very heavily implied.
Heavily implied.
Heavily implied is not the same as saying "don't do it, ho."
That's true. Akir did,
We'll have to
Akir
learn
did
that
even
next time.
say,
So,
good luck to you.
good luck. See ya.
Yeah,
We'll,
mean-
we'll just have to learn from that one.
you're taking this from the person who at one point set off in like half a blizzard from Philly to Harrisburg because my mom and I were driving and my dad was like, I don't know, are you sure you should go? And we were like, well, if he really didn't want us to drive in blinding 8 inches of snow falling in an hour and a half, he would have told us, just stay put. He would have said, just stay put, please, I'm begging you. And then when we got there, he was like,
You know what? He
"Wait."
would have. No, you're right. 100% right. He would have. Yeah, if you weren't supposed to do it, they would have just said, don't do it.
Exactly.
And that's,
So,
yeah, no.
Kai
I
is
get it.
like,
No,
y'all
no, no.
didn't tell me
Implications are
not
not.
to do the thing. You were like, okay, good luck, whatever.
Yeah, it's because we're still having a hard time trusting Kai, and if Kai wants to do these crazy things, they're
I
like,
have
all right.
doubts.
All right, that's your choice.
It's
See
it's
you
okay
later.
because while Kai is
And there
going,
we have it.
while Kai is going to get potentially killed by an angry wizard, we're gonna go sneak into their former boss's warehouse sneaky hole thing, and maybe die ourselves.
Sneaky
So
hole.
we'll see.
That was a really terrible way to describe a secret door in a sketchy alley that goes into a
The
warehouse.
sneaky hole thing
I mean, you gotta stick it in there
and twist.
No.
just right
No,
to make it
no,
open.
No.
This is our-
We're finished.
Amelia and I reserve the right for the innuendos. You don't
Oh, I
get
see
to
how
take
it
that
is.
from
When
us.
you guys do it, it's funny. When Rob and I do it, then you can't say that.
It's disgusting.
Apparently, we're just,
Yes.
yeah.
That is correct. Yes.
You're right. You
No, it's not.
figured it out.
Congratulations.
So I'm gonna pick up with Kai because I'd like to see how this resolves.
too.
Kai is currently in the 3rd level of Keladek's personal private wizard tower after after first having their familiar poof into the 3rd level and die spontaneously because something invisible attacked her.
It's a penguin.
Kai then turned into someone else, went into the lower level, tried to figure out how to get books, figured out how to get books, was given the wrong book,
Proceeded not to pay
Left.
for the book.
did not pay for the book, definitely on the bad list now. Libraries don't work like that.
What library
out.
works like this at all?
Doesn't every library have invisible penguins and top hats? How else
Every
is the book?
library
Absolutely.
Holodeck
Thank you.
does.
Is it actually an
Yeah,
invisible
absolutely.
penguin?
It is
Did I actually
seen them
install
myself.
an invisible penguin?
You did.
with a top hat.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
He's just trying to make a living.
I've invented an invisible penguin!
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then you burned a hole in the floor.
Then she burned a hole.
Oh
And
fuck!
then
Kai is not
Then-
invited to libraries ever
Oh,
again.
fuck.
We're gonna have to take Kai with us
Burn
just so
the
that they don't
hole.
die.
I bet you also have late fees.
Untrustworthy.
Oh fuck.
so yeah. Currently, Kai has opened a window, is getting pestered by a little bat, and has crocheted themselves a little silk basket out of rope. And realized that over 50% of the books in this room
It's not
and
that
the
I've
floor, the
made-
ceiling, the walls, the items, the bat themselves, and a whole bunch of other things are all magically enchanted by a whole ton of different types of magics.
So it's not that I've made a basket out of the rope. It's that I've tied the rope onto one of the bars holding, like, because you said the window was like barred from the outside, right?
Yeah.
So I've tied one end of the rope onto that, and then the other end of the rope I have tied onto the silk in like a parachute-y kind of basket thing. Because my plan is basically to drop the book out the window.
I see. Okay. All right. So you have. I forgot that you had those bolts of silk. So you have taken the bolt of silk and kind of created like one of those army man parachutes, like for when you throw it out the window. And just, okay. All right. Cool. All right. That was your turn.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be the bat's turn to try and bite you again.
Stupid bat.
Are you in like baby initiative with a bat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little itsy bitty
It's the
bat.
it's the
Yeah,
hiya
because
and the
it's
hiya, and then you kick her,
probably-
sir.
Yeah, it's probably the bat's fault that Kai is in this room.
Yes, it is absolutely the bat's fault.
That was amazing.
What did I miss?
Did you see the slow release of me understanding that joke?
I think they're the only ones who got it.
She made an Anastasia
Okay, I
joke
thought that was
with the
Anastasia.
bat.
Okay.
It was
okay.
an Anastasia reference, and I said it very subtly for copyright reasons.
It was too subtle, and there was lots of giggling. So
Ah,
Less
fuck.
than 8 seconds. You're good.
Oh,
There
no.
we go.
The DM looks victorious.
Yeah,
and that's
'cause he
strike
I just
number.
got a crit finally.
and this is how Kai
Critted.
dies.
Bye.
So Kai is going to take 10 points of damage,
Oh.
and I need them to make me a Constitution saving throw.
But no, Kai's not in wild shape right now, so Kai doesn't currently have HP for days.
Nope.
All right. You are going to take 7 points of poison damage.
Am I poisoned?
You are not poisoned because you passed
Okay.
the saving throw.
Alright.
You now realize, with the amount of power behind that bite,
That's not a bat.
why it's not a bat, and it definitely makes sense how it one-shot killed your familiar.
And it's also, it's not Kaladek's pet either, which is why I was not killing it in the first place.
It's Kaladek's pet familiar demon.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. It's not his like friendly little dog. It needs to die.
No. Yeah, go for it. You're up.
Okay.
We've had to deal with the dogs before.
What was that?
So we've had to deal with dogs before, but they were demon dogs.
Well, apparently the invisible penguin that I've offended is his pet, who I actually should care about, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
heard
that
so
as a
much.
character yet. I am going to do primal savagery on him.
That hits. Yeah, that hits.
And that is acid damage.
It's acid damage.
And Kai burns the book she's looking for.
I haven't touched it yet, okay?
No, but acid spray just goes everywhere.
No, it's not spray. It's in my claws.
You wrench the bat out of the sky, and it falls to the ground at your feet, and kind of puffs into this small cloud of smoke, and turns into an imp. The imp is this small little demon. It has a scorpion's tail, a very bat-like face. It's basically the evil demon version of a fairy. It has these wings and these hooves for feet and claws for arms.
Yeah, I
but
don't
it's
like
literally
him.
like this big.
I'm looking at him and I don't like him.
He's looking at you and he doesn't like you.
Okay.
Is that all you got?
I can't make another attack, so yeah.
All right. You see him roll over, duck between your legs, and fly out the window.
Cool.
And
He's
you do not get an opportunity attack.
going to go get Kaladek and I'm fucked. Cool.
All right.
I am going to attempt to get this book.
All right. Your tiny little fairy self, because you've currently shapeshifted into a fairy. Sorry, not tiny, small. You're like halfway size. You're like a 5-year-old. You flutter up and you can grab the book right off of the shelf if you like.
Okay, I do that.
You do that. You have the book in your hands.
Okay, and I flip to the front page. Does it have the inscription?
It does.
And it like clearly is made out to Winston.
It clearly is made out to you making a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, lovely. Do I see it?
Because, yep, as you open it, you see the inscription, and penned over the inscription is an explosive arcane rune.
So these guys like practical jokes, huh?
You have really bad luck with
They
books.
most certainly do.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice. You are going to pass, so you're only taking half of this.
Oh, lovely. I'm going to be useless by the time we get to the warehouse.
All right. You only take 21 points of...
Is that
what was
all?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Lightning damage, because that's fun.
Can I cast Absorb Elements?
Do you have it prepared?
Uh-huh.
Yes, you can.
Well,
So, what does it look like?
I don't know
when
that
you-
I don't know that it's worth it because it's not like I can because the whole point of Absorb Elements is that like you get to like put it back into whatever is
The
attacking.
whole point of absorb elements
It's not
is
dying.
by doing that, you take 43 points of damage and turn into 10 points of damage.
Sure.
So what does it look like when this little fairy Kai does this?
Their skin starts to glow with those blue sparks that are what shows up when they roll, when like their wild magic shows up. And the blue sparks kind of come to the surface, and it shimmers on their skin for a second, and then the lightning sort of zaps into the sparks and dissipates over their skin.
Every time you walk in the room,
Nice.
you're still bejeweled.
He's done
Now
it
I need
the
to
whole
add
thing.
healing back, right? Because you said it was
Yep.
only 10 points of damage I should have taken.
Correct.
Cool.
Nicely done.
So I have my book.
You have your book. You have a hole in the
I
floor.
have a hole in the floor. I have
You have a witness.
a witness. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna come for you.
I know. I'm very
It's a good
aware.
thing, it's a good thing you have many
Trust me.
faces.
I know.
And all these friends who are going to immediately jump to your defense.
Yeah,
Psych.
so quick to defend you from Teledek the wizard.
See you. That guy doesn't
Yeah,
like
I
us.
was really
We're
thinking,
not
like, this is not going to get you into our good graces.
We're already
Bye.
I love you,
we're
cat.
already in
On
Teledek's
so
bad
many
graces.
levels.
This is even worse. We don't know you.
I'm fucked on so many
I
levels.
love you. I don't know them.
I mean, Kai hasn't shown their real face at all in this entire adventure, so
It's true.
just saying. Is the window, are the bars on the window small enough that they could
You can squeeze through.
squeeze
Yeah.
through? Okay, well then I'm just gonna take the book and I'm gonna fly out and I'm gonna take my little parachute thing and I'm not gonna use it right now unless I run into issues.
All right. Make me a perception check.
Don't be bad. That's not great.
You just kind of slither out of the window, and you are free to go.
Snake.
Okay.
Well, you did it.
I'm worried
There'll
about
be consequences,
that roll.
Probably.
I haven't decided whether
It's a little late to be worried about your actions.
Too late.
for things like this, I don't know whether it's better to know what the opposing roll was or to not know what the opposing roll was.
I know.
think
I went
it's
back and
way
forth. Do I
better
roll it
not
just
to
to
know.
me, or do I roll it for everyone?
I think it's way better.
I chose to
not,
roll it for everyone.
not to know.
Creates more suspense.
So Fairy Kai flies down to the first level and flips a gold piece into the main room because they have their book now, and they're not a complete asshole. They're
In
just
this form.
mostly an asshole. Is all.
Kai's not even an asshole. That's the sad
I know.
thing.
It's
Kai's not an asshole.
everyone who
We
uses
are.
it's everyone who uses
We're the
Kai.
assholes.
It's starting to look like to be determined at this point whether Kai's an asshole.
I would say, so far from what I've seen of Kai's actions, I would not say Kai is an asshole. I would say Kai is
No.
afraid
No.
and makes some poor
Makes
choices
interesting
in
choices.
their life.
Makes poor choices. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fair.
Kai makes really bad choices.
Mm.
But don't
We
we
don't-
all when we're angsty teenagers? I mean,
Yeah.
as resident angsty teenager for the past 100 years, Atreus Baraki and eternally 19.
Never learned how to read.
Never learned to read. Actually can read every
Every
single
language.
language.
Because of a
so-
ring, not natural ability.
Yeah, because of marriage. Okay? Marriage changes you.
That's, wasn't it? Now I get to be a chaos gremlin. Ha!
Marriage is driving me to drink.
Mina's just like, I'm
my
so
God.
fabulous and beautiful. And then we got married, and she's like, wee! Oh no! Where's all the beauty and
Trace is still
grace?
dealing with it. I still love her, but what
Woo!
happened?
We switched,
Oh,
so-
man.
Fairy Kai is going to find a nice quick place to change over into dwarf form.
Give me a stealth or perception roll, depending on how you're going about that.
I'm going to try and perceive a safe place to change.
Okay.
I find a very safe place to change.
Nice. You do. So you give it a couple blocks, just to make sure. Eventually, no one is even looking at you, and you dip down an alleyway, take a right, take a left, and you are essentially behind Winston's general store, but you don't necessarily even realize it.
Cool. So I change into my dwarf form, and then I go on to Winston's. The imp is not very smart.
All right.
Pretty weak roll there, Rob.
Yeah. About time.
I'm still really worried about this imp that's following me that I don't know about.
So you open the door, and it's just the classic jingle, 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 and you're in the general store. Winston's general store is, as I've described before, a classic store. He's got things all up over the walls. He's got everything you could need for adventuring and finding your true self. There are some swords, there are some bows, there are some arrows. On the other side, there's a stack of rations. He's got sacks of grain. He's got every tool in the book, for the most part. And behind the counter, he's got a couple of different potions ready to sell. And the little halfling is standing on a box, just kind of, welcome to Winston's.
Hi, Winston. It's me again, Kai says very gruffly.
I'm the problem, it's me.
Very accurate. That is definitely Kai's theme song.
My favorite thing is whenever I see Janine and I both like put the microphones down at the same time, and I know we're on the same page. Who gets to say it first?
I have the goods that you ordered. Can we exchange in the back room?
He looks a little surprised and bright-eyed. Oh, absolutely. Come on back. And he goes over and lifts up the the countertop area where you would pass through, and he has to lift it up over his head. So this, obviously, the store was not built by Winston. He has taken it over the past 10, 20 years, and he sets it up and says, "Follow me," and leads you into the back room. The back room is a very organized mess. There are shelves everywhere. There are stands everywhere. There are shelves backed up to shelves with more inventory than you really think is necessary for a little general store. A lot of the same that you saw out front, but in larger quantities. It appears he likes to buy in bulk. But there's also some chests, and there are some locked boxes strewn throughout. So the more you look, the more you realize the goods and wares in here are really more of a distraction from what might just be treasure. And not that I need to remind you, he did have to go through multiple locks to open the door to bring you in here.
Kai's
He closes
Kai's
the
about
door
to
behind
make
you.
more bad decisions.
Closes one bolt of the locks. Not the whole gambit, but so you have my book.
I do, right here.
Fabulous. May I see it?
Of course.
Would you mind opening and showing me the inscription?
Kai opens it in his direction.
Oh, he got you, didn't he? Oh, that old Kelladek.
LOL.
So
What a
funny.
clown. Well, thank you very much. I believe the agreed upon barter was 1 ion stone of reserve, wasn't it?
Correct.
For 1,000 gold pieces.
And I have that
Great.
right here for you.
Well, you have been a busy bee.
What can I say?
All right. And he's going to gladly take the book, go slip it on a shelf, and he walks over, pulls out a little key, spins it around his finger twice, sticks it in, and unlocks a small box. His back is to you, but you could tell he's also somehow still watching you. And you don't see what's in the chest. He is opening it very carefully, very slyly, and his hand goes in with speed that only a trained, only somebody trained in stealth or thievery could really ever pull off. And in the same swift motion, the chest is locked, and the keys are swung around, spun around, and stuffed back in his pocket as he turns around with a small little prism.
Say, Winston, you'll have to teach me how to do that someday.
Oh, it takes a couple decades of practice.
I got time. In the meantime, and I hand over the gold and pick up the stone. In the meantime, if you have any other needs, I'll be around.
Good deal. Come back maybe in a week after all this war nonsense settles out, and we've got a good idea of what's actually going on and who's in town and who's out of town.
They'll
We'll
be
see what can
around
be
if
done.
they don't get jumped by an imp in a back alley somewhere.
Or destroyed by a wizard.
You know.
Or that.
All right. And with that, I think I'm going to be off. And so now I'm going to...
Do you know where we are?
I
Do we
told
know
you I
where
would
we
meet
are?
you back on the Sea Ghost.
Oh, okay.
We left.
We're
We
at,
left.
we're at Katya's house.
And I don't think any
Oh,
of us
God,
told
we are
Dex
the
where we were
assholes.
going.
No.
We have told Dex where we were
Yeah,
going.
we probably
no.
told Dex we were.
Yeah.
Dex where we were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We tell Dex
Cool.
everything sometimes.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, we're the worst. The problem is actually
Don't know where we wanna
Are we
go.
sure? Are we sure the problem is you?
Yeah.
We're all the problem.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You know what I'll do because I felt bad about not going to Caldex. I'll leave a
Aw,
note.
aren't you sweet?
I am so sweet.
What does
Yeah.
the note say?
In true Atreus, not great with words fashion, we left.
Bye.
That's it. Just we left. The
Uh,
least
BRB.
useful note ever. Obviously, you're not here.
Did you leave me a sending stone?
I wasn't finished.
We do
No,
not
we
just
did
leave our
not.
sending stones lying around.
We left. Come find us if you
Find
want.
if you can.
If not, see you tonight.
Oh,
Bye.
he didn't even. Mina adds a little note at the bottom. Torkel's parents.
Thank you.
Yeah, I read this. And she's like, this is the most useless note I've ever seen in my entire life.
I was trying to let them know that we left.
I think they could see that, honey.
I'm not that stupid.
I was
You
trying to be very
Reread it.
helpful.
I'm gonna rewrite it.
Wow. He's a lefty. His handwriting
really
is really
bad.
bad
Threw it
anyway.
out.
You know.
She like puts a K. Torkel's parents. All right,
Akir
let's go.
watches this fight and he's just like,
Does she?
Dex could just tell them.
He could, but he might forget.
That's fair.
You might be. I didn't want to assume.
We have trusted.
Did y'all
Dex
get all the
with
right
our
mail
voice.
this time?
Yeah,
Probably.
It was a bit wet, but yeah.
Maybe.
it was soggy mail, but it
Why?
was fine. I still don't know who the third one is from. I didn't open that one yet. Let's go.
Okay.
Can Kai first go to the leather worker to get some clothes?
Do you have money for that?
I don't know. How much did we decide that a set of clothes that were enchanted would cost me? I was getting a cloak of cloak of something.
Oh,
Cloak of shenanigans.
5,000
Let's get that.
gold
no,
pieces.
no.
No, I don't have enough money for that.
That was it was originally the cloak of many fashions, and you were getting it as a
A two-piece.
dress or
Yeah.
tunic or a generic clothing of many fashions.
Oh, it's only 300 gold. I have money for that.
There you go. It'll be ready tomorrow.
Cool, thanks. Now I'm gonna go to the ship.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go to the Sturrocks and hang out
All right.
with Mama Sturrock because she's my favorite person.
She's amazing. All right, you make it to the Sturrock house, and nobody is home.
Wait,
Cool.
did anyone
App.
tell Mama's? Did
We
anyone tell
left-
Mama Sturrock about Kai?
We left another note.
Nope.
Mama
No.
Sturrock knows that Kai's a dwarf who can shape change.
Yeah, they know that Kai's a changeling.
We're gonna have to fill Mama Sturrock in.
Yeah.
Can I take a short
Yeah.
rest while I wait for everybody?
Totally.
Thank you.
I have like marked off that I had a second win used, but I don't know when that was from. So I'm assuming we were like chilled and short rested as well.
Yes, everyone can get the benefits of a short rest while you're like hanging out with Mama Sturrock in the gold and gem jewelry store.
Cool. Because I'm like, I don't
It
know
takes her a
when this
little-
was marked off.
But you do not have time for a long rest
No.
right now.
One of
No.
our
No.
Twitch users asked, as a changeling, how do clothes work? Do they shapeshift with the user, or do you need multiple outfits for that?
That is the problem.
Yeah.
You need multiple outfits for that, which is exactly why Kai has gone to purchase a clothes of many fashions.
Yeah.
So they have realized that every time they change, their gear, their armor, their swords, and all of that is just kind of stuck. So they would like clothes that can change. One of the beautiful things about Kai is that they are a barbarian, so they have absolutely no need for armor. So they can roll around with just straight up regular on clothes that they, swap in and out, from dresses to pantsuit to nothing but a loincloth. We don't judge here, and it's okay.
Mina
Still
judges.
got that.
Mina
We judge a
judges
little bit.
lot.
But
Nina judges hard.
right now, Kai.
Mina
Yeah.
judges, and Atreus doesn't look at anyone naked that's not his wife. So, like, Atreus is actually the resident prude and would be, like, freaked
Right
out.
now,
Nice.
Kai has like super loose fitting clothing that they can just like
Rob.
tie up when it's too long, or like just becomes like shorts when they're a giant orc. That's actually written into their description.
Meanwhile,
So.
Akir is an Aarakocra and doesn't actually have to wear anything.
Wear clothes. By God, I swear to God, Akir.
You got pants on, right?
I mean, not really. Just kind of like, tunic, long tunic.
Have you been poo bearing this?
The whole time?
The whole time.
What? It's been a year of you.
The whole time.
He's got armor on.
Yeah, I've got like glamour armor on, so like it can look like anything I want.
Probably comes with a cod.
You know?
Please
it could just
tell
be,
me it at least
it could be
looks
like
like
it could look like full plate mail, or it could just be like a chainmail bikini.
At least pants.
There's at least a little extra overhang at the bottom.
Look, nobody is offended that Big Bird
On the
doesn't wear
backside,
pants.
I've got
I
like a
was-
feathery tail, so like that's covered, right?
I'm suffering.
Have you not thought about the mechanics of I'm
No!
bird-like?
No! No! I just thought you were feathery and had talons and wings.
Those
I
are true facts,
assumed-
yes.
I had assumed that the rest of you was like anatomically human male, and I don't know why I did.
I've made
but
it very,
maybe I shouldn't
very clear I have a beak, so
Okay,
And you have a
I don't know what I just got back
No
to,
pants.
but what the fuck?
Akira has a beak and no pants.
Akira's not wearing pants. We
Well,
just realized it.
yeah. Did you think he was wearing pants?
Kai gets
I
it.
thought he was wearing pants.
Well, all right then.
Sorry, I was having an issue with my hit dice. So
And
Nathan
we
and I were
have-
very distracted. And then I came back to, I thought you were anatomically male, but not. And I was very confused. I
Well,
don't know
Mina
what I
has
was
like
talking about a bird man's privates.
yes, correct.
I think this all stems from my fault.
Yes,
I
everything's your fault.
played a tabaxi in our previous campaign, and he always was fully clothed because he was a paladin and he was betrothed.
And paladins wear
and he was-
pants.
Paladins wear pants. You do not find pantsless paladins.
Gosh.
So
Dear heavens.
The chat right now is
He
popping
had-
off, guys.
he had
Doll,
to
I
have
would
Prime-
like to go
prime
home.
content. This is gonna have to be a snippet that goes on all the social channels.
Oh, I have it marked,
Perfect.
bookmarked.
Oh goodness gracious!
Whoa. Oh God. Carry on. Move.
D&D After Hours.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, who would like to pick up from the train wreck and try and find a story?
So we're at the jewelry.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I-
Without
There we go.
pants.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Atreus. I
I'm
assume, is
hoping
wearing pants.
all
Oh,
of the
Trace
rest
is-
of you have
I-
pants on.
I hope I'm wearing pants.
It was only a concern
mean-
one time when we transformed into other creatures, and we were like, if we turn back, what are we wearing?
And
This
the
is like
answer
one of
was
those
nothing.
Dumbledore is gay moments where it's like, oh, it wasn't relevant to Harry's story, so it wasn't mentioned. I just kind of assumed that you were wearing pants. I didn't think it had to be relevant to the story.
So we're at the
relevant
jeweler.
now that it's
We're at
having
the-
an enlightened meltdown.
It's when it happens all at once for this poor boy.
Should I ask
having
if
a
Torkel
shit
is a
day.
pants or kilt kind of guy?
Ooh,
No,
that's a
I'm
good question.
definitely not a kilt guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
come
Like
on.
I took a lot of Scottish influence, but not the Scottish clothing because I didn't want to be a complete stereotype.
Nice, nice. What is Mina wearing under her armor? Because you
So
do
we're
have
just-
clothing
Yeah.
We're just
that transforms.
reviewing
It's
what everyone's
yellow.
wearing now. to
I
make
know
sure
it's
no one's
yellow.
naked.
Always gonna be yellow. And right now,
It's always yellow.
it's just her standard. Actually, maybe a nicer tunic under her armor that has like nice little like puffy sleeves. You know, the little flare out sleeves.
It's a little
With
puffy
the little
sleeve.
like
Yeah, 'cause we're not in battle mode
dragon
right
designs
now.
on it.
Yeah, my piece of fabric has 5 styles, so we probably have
Nice.
wedding dress, lingerie for post-wedding, standard everyday tunic, probably fancier tunic, and we're gonna save one for potential ball gown if we go to a masquerade.
Hint,
This is like this. This is like the 6th time this has come up to have a masquerade ball.
I want a
heist.
ball.
They want to go to a ball.
Hint.
Espionage. But come on, sound off in the
100%.
comments if you want to see these kids go to a ball.
I want to
James
see these
Bond
kids
theme.
look great.
Do you
Can-
want to see
Can Akir
a
have a
giant
coronation?
Birdman attempt to dance a waltz with his
Ooh.
wings?
Ooh.
Akir is quite dexterous.
And no pants.
So we head back to my
You would
parents'
have to
house,
put on pants.
or
I'd have to put on.
All right,
I'll
we're
just wear
leaving
my
your parents'
armor. It's
house.
fine.
Come
I'll
on,
wear
everyone.
armor and it'll look like
Leaving
pants.
the jewelers.
We're leaving the jewelers.
Head back to the Sturrock.
Going to the Sturrock. So did you stay until closing? Is Mama closing up shop early?
Um,
Why are you asking all these questions?
Because it's too early. It's too
establishing
early
a
in the
timeline.
day to be going.
I want
straight
to know
back
how
to
long
there.
you're leaving Kai.
not that long, okay? We're not total assholes. Just
I-
baby
Hold on. Was
jerks.
Kai able to get into the Sturrocks?
Yes, their house is unlocked.
Is that-
They are good, kind, simple
Well
people.
liked
Many
in the
children, and I know that
community.
if
Do
you have
not
many
ruin it.
children, you don't lock your door.
This is a fact.
That's fair. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's gonna close up. Kava's going to close up shop early, given all of the events of the day. Feels like it's a good time to have any debrief we want to about the town council meeting.
She's going home for
And
lunch. Lunch
She's
break.
got a loyal customer base. They're not gonna be too sweated out about
And
it.
we're all gonna get back to Kappa's house and just find Kai already there.
Pantsless.
I left a
I'm
note.
not pantsless. I have my pants hiked up around my like little tiny dwarf legs, and they're tied with my little tiny pants tie things because they're very
Because
long.
your name is secretly Bruce Banner.
Definitely.
Nice.
I
One
would
of these
just like to
streams,
point
I will
out
be done with this cough. But
Nora is sticking her leg out very far at the moment. I don't know if you can see her, but it's precious.
Oh wow, I just now realized that the view I see of everyone is quite skinnier than what is on the stream. So I can't see it on our call, but I can see it on the stream.
Ooh, we have an anonymous gifter in the chats. Fun.
Ooh, intrigue.
Thank you, Manominate.
Whoever you are. Phenomenal.
Manominate.
If you do anything, you will derail us.
I'm so sorry.
It's
We're
so
so
We
easily
don't
distracted.
need help
Half of
getting
us-
This is a
Derailed.
good time.
Half of us have ADHD.
This is a good time to mention
so,
that if you want to distract us further, if you join our Ko-Fi, look at the link down here. For $3 a month, you can get access to our Discord and derail this whole conversation because we will all yell, scream, and shout.
It's wild that
And
we're
let it
45
all
minutes in and
out.
have done nothing.
Guys,
Kai fought an imp.
You.
no, we followed. Kai had the whole library thing.
Okay, we've done
The
a little
fact
bit.
that-
exactly.
But most of us haven't done anything. Doesn't mean nothing has happened on this.
We've been getting Mina a
There you
very
go.
cool dragon necklace that
Yeah.
also doubles
That's
as a
really
lighter.
cool.
And now
Oh,
has
And
yeah.
apparently
fireballs
she attached the fireballs to it.
because I'm
so-
awesome, and I've created this world where fireball refills are a thing. Stop barking at me.
Mhm. We now have a world where fireball refills
You're
on your
welcome.
jewelry
When
is a
your
thing.
when your D&D characters are like, I'm gonna homebrew this shit, and I said it, so it's law.
when the DM lets you do
on
what you
board
want.
because it's amazing. Yep.
Hydrate.
All right, you come and find Kai.
You need to hydrate if you have stuff, but here's the problem: my cup is empty. So we're meeting back up with Kai, and then we're gonna go into a bio break for 5 minutes because my cup is empty and my dog's barking at me.
I need more wine.
ML out of Mountain Dew.
It sounds like it might be an immediate, urgent bio break.
Immediate, urgent bio break.
The dog
because-
is
So
standing
don't
at the
go
door, so
anywhere.
I need to let her out.
Don't leave. We will have a
Please don't
5
leave.
minute
Yes.
timer on our screen to let you know when you need to be back, and then we'll be right back.
And while you wait,
Grab a
with the
snack.
5-minute timer, enjoy these tunes by Arcane Anthem. See you soon. back.
Look at that.
Hey, we're back.
What'd everybody
With
get?
pickles.
I've got pickles.
I got
Eggnog.
raspberry cheesecake.
Alcoholic
What?
eggnog,
Ooh, what kind of alcoholic eggnog is that?
rum and eggnog
Nice.
with a little sprinkle of nutmeg and
I
on
recently
the top.
found Evan Williams
Stunning.
whiskey has eggnog, and that stuff is delicious.
Oh yeah, it is.
Mm.
That's good shit.
Yeah, it's Bacardi and Aldi brand eggnog.
Nice.
Very,
For
very
cheap
nice.
asses.
That's the
Listen, Aldi is the way to go.
For
So
It is the way to go. 'Cause
my monitor.
groceries are
dead.
ridiculously expensive right now.
Fantastic.
All right.
We showed up.
Welcome to Mama and Papa Sturrock's house, where our good, dear friend Torgal grew up. So it's a quaint little cottage, just a little bit outside of the town proper. We've got, just enough rooms for the parents, the siblings, and a dining room / living room.
It was pretty cramped when all of us were here.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Peter can imagine.
Big family problems.
I think I have 10 siblings canonically, I believe.
Sounds familiar.
In real life or canonically?
Peter actually is one of 10 siblings, so he can relate.
I understand.
Thank you for making me feel like I have a small family with all
You're welcome.
of us.
So, anyways, there's obviously so many bunk beds, and they're very creatively placed. So, what's Kai doing as everyone rolls in?
Napping in the bed in which they slept the previous night.
The least startling place for you to be.
Yeah.
Except that 3 of us don't know that you slept there.
And none of you know that I'm there. It's not like I left
Yeah.
a note or anything saying I was here.
I left a note on the table. It says,
Yeah.
"Hi, I'm here."
But we left information about where we were going, so we would probably think to look for you.
We are not an efficient group whatsoever.
Did
Scooby-Doo plans.
Kai use their last wild shape to resummon Fairy?
We left.
Yeah, we'll say that I did that.
So
I would've
Fairy
done that.
is
Well, but hold on,
Hanging
let's see
out.
what Fairy is this time. What did Fairy tell me they
Ooh.
wanted to be? Well, I guess it's they until we figure out what they come back as. I think Fairy wanted to be a cat this time.
nice.
Fairy's a male
What kind
cat.
of cat?
I also would like to be a cat.
Everybody wants to
But
be a
Atreus can
cat.
snuggle with Fairy now. Fairy is a male orange tabby.
Nice. What level of chunk are we talking?
Mid-level chunk.
Some
Like
nice chunk,
okay.
like
slightly
it's
less chunk than Nora. Yeah, like slightly less
Mhm.
chunk than Nora, but not as svelte as Bossy. For those of you who have actually seen my cats, which is
I have not
We might
seen the
need a
cats
visual-
recently, and you know
we
what?
need a
That's
visual
fine.
I
representation
don't know where
Chunk
either
cat.
of them are at this exact moment.
Nora. Come,
We'll work on it.
we'll work on it.
Summon
we
the
will
cat.
Yeah.
give you a feline inspection at some point.
Give me
I don't think that works at the screen.
the cats. I would like to see the babies.
He's going to get the babies, as you can see behind me.
Aw.
There's always the fat cat. Yes. I know you weren't with us last week. I don't know how to say your TikTok name or whatever, but we had this whole big deal about a tiger. There was a tiger. We didn't know whose tiger it was. I put it on our Rules of Redemption TikTok page if you want to watch it.
I would like for you to tell us how to pronounce your TikTok name, because I'm sitting here trying to figure it out.
Or just Shane. Hi, Shane.
Shane.
Shane works. I'll go with Shane. That's easier.
Sup?
The chunky one is coming.
I want to see the fat cat. Give me the fat
Bring the
cat.
cat. Yes.
Oh my god.
You're the big
It's
girl,
a decent amount of chunk there.
and she never stops eating.
So
Me
like
too, baby. Me too.
slightly less chunky than that.
What a good
A
cat.
spry level of chunkiness. Okay.
Just chunky enough to not hurt their dexterity.
So like me, chunky spry,
I also have no idea what's going
I
on.
love you.
athletic fit. You know, like
There you go. There you go. All right.
Thick fit.
I believe you're having a family meeting. Is that what this is all about?
Well, it was gonna be until we found out Kai was here.
But you don't know that.
Well, we found you.
We found you.
I,
do you want to knock on the door or barge right in, or does somebody have like cat allergies that suddenly starts just?
Ooh.
we'll knock on the door.
I'd be surprised if my passive perception wouldn't pick up on this.
Oh yeah, did you know? Little known fact. Did you know that not only is Akir not wearing pants, but he has a 21 passive perception.
26.
I mean,
Mother
when I've got the shield, yeah.
26. Okay,
I
bitch.
took the shield back. I took
You're
the shield back for the tries.
pantsless. Yeah. Trace has seen too much. You can have it back.
The first time Atreus got
So Akir
the
can
first time
see
Atreus got a
everything.
premonition, he's like, "And you can have this. It's haunted."
Well, that's broken.
Pants reduce
Here.
perception, as Smorgan says.
Sorry, I missed that.
I just want him to have pants.
Have you not like looked in the fan art? There's. It doesn't matter. We're not gonna.
Next.
We're just gonna move on.
Next. Moving.
You're not gonna
So
Moving
I
on.
put my picture up on the stream, and I guess you could say that he does have pants in that a little.
Here's the thing: you've cosplayed
armor.
Akir.
With pants.
You've cosplayed Akir,
But
and
only
I
from here up.
just therefore imagine the cosplay version.
Did you not notice that I
I
don't have
hate
any feathers
everything.
when I'm cosplaying Kier?
Have you worn pants?
No, I have not.
Will you wear pants? When will you wear
maybe?
pants?
Beautiful man, beautiful man. Will you wear pants?
I definitely didn't have pants for the wedding because that was just like a two-sided tunic, like medieval long tunic that just has like a belt, so like sides are flapping open.
You were pantsless
Guys.
at their wedding. You were
Shut the
pantsless
fuck
at their
up.
wedding.
Absolutely
We
pantsless at their wedding while I officiated it.
Oh my
We
god.
are in this house.
There was a naked person at your wedding, and it wasn't either of you.
Well, it was at one point.
No, this is quite the pickle you've gotten yourselves into.
As
Yeah,
your
so
wife puts
we
down the
walk
jar.
into the Sturrock's home.
You hear the snoring. You find a sleeping dwarf with a cat.
Or
Yeah, but
When
why
did
would
they
the
get a
door be
cat?
We'll
closed
go with
if
Fairy Dots.
if you weren't here? The door being closed is suspicious.
Exactly.
Everything you do is
We-
suspicious.
I'm snuggled up with you.
Everything else they do.
I'm gonna
is
look around for a
suspicious.
floating orb.
You see none.
Great.
We're good.
Hi.
Can
hi.
you make a perception check while you do that?
Do you really want me to roll this?
Yes, because I'm very concerned.
Alright.
While this is happening, Akira is going to pull Mama Sturrock to the side and inform them
It's a 15.
that Kai is also Trisea and not to tell anyone, but do not trust them for now.
Knock, knock. Rise and shine, sunshine.
That's me.
Oh.
Are you wearing pants?
Atreus wants to know if you're wearing pants.
I'm always
Nope.
wearing, so that's not entirely true. I suppose when I'm an animal.
She might be wearing pants.
That's
Suppose
not
when I'm an animal,
encouraging.
I'm not wearing pants.
How
but
do
why
you not
does
know?
Atreus suddenly care about my pants?
He's got a
I-
thing.
It's complicated.
I'm having a weird
He's a prude, don't worry about
day.
it.
Sure are.
It's-
Clearly, I have not had enough
Who's a
whiskey
virgin?
today.
Some of us had not enough whiskey, some of us had
Not
too
enough
much.
whiskey. We started the day with the good stuff. Akira
Yeah.
And now we're-
provided the
anyway,
whiskey.
Now we're
um,
stuck on this whole conversation about pants. What are we doing?
So wait, I'm gonna
This is my trident.
re-railing us. I'm gonna rail us.
I'm sorry, you're gonna what now in the pantsless conversation?
I did not consent to this.
Akira is gonna go out on. Is everyone awake now and in the room?
I was gonna
I'm
ask
awake.
We're awake,
Are
but
we?
please do not say you're going out on a limb.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Don't even pretend to apologize. They're here for this. They love it.
I'm surprised. they're still
Anyway.
here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Where it's more innuendo and less D&D. Are we inviting Kai to go to the warehouse with us? Is that the plan?
It might be good to keep an eye on them.
I'd rather they be with us than us wonder where they are.
Yeah, I mean, is it a good idea to bring them right into the Brotherhood's hands?
The odds that are already
You're
stacked
making-
against us with one more person.
I'm
Yeah,
not
we're
sure
already
there's a good
fucked.
answer
Let's
to this
go.
question.
You're asking such great questions, sweetie. We don't know.
They're the right questions to ask.
Thanks.
They are very good questions. I don't know.
My love, I feel like that was condescending.
Nope. I'm just nervous.
All right, great. Then I'm gonna ask Kai if they've ever been. Have you ever been to this warehouse that we're trying to go to?
Have I, Rob? No.
It's literally on the same block as your mansion, though.
I have not, but it's right next to where they've given me a place to live. Wouldn't be
There's a
surprised
surprise.
if
Right.
it's where they have a secret, base.
Are there possibly any hidden pathways in your mansion?
Ooh.
If it's that
I mean, I would
close.
Stunning.
think that would be highly likely, yes. My
You haven't
maid and
discovered that?
butler show up a couple times a week. I never really see them come or go. I don't actually spend a lot of time at the mansion.
Does your butler have a cane?
No.
Kai knows what
Ooh.
Scarin looks like.
Their butler isn't Scarin. Have you ever?
Just
I'm-
checking.
This is another question, but have you ever seen? Sorry to be peppering you with so many, but have you ever seen Scarin change in appearance?
No, but I know that he has different outfits and disguises he puts on.
Right. Is there any way that Scarin was the nobleman that Akir saw?
Akira,
Is that
Akira
what we're
feels
gathering?
fairly
Draw me a
confident of
picture.
that.
We have.
That is the
Yeah.
painting that Dex
Because both
made.
Akira and
Okay.
Kai looked at the same picture and said, "That's the nobleman. That's Scarin." Ah, okay then.
Right. Okay.
Assuming that we trust
All right.
Kai.
I mean, also there wouldn't really be too. I feel like there's just not that many suspicious people running around town with a cane.
I'm
There
hoping
might be, and it might be really ableist of me
hoping
to
that
say,
there are not,
but I
because
feel
I will
like
ban canes very quickly if there are.
No,
That's-
I don't think that's gonna earn you much
Nope.
favor.
No.
Trasira will decidedly
No.
oppose that.
That's
I'm
not
gonna see
ADA
a lot of-
compliant.
We're gonna hard
Yeah.
know that.
This
but
is Saltmarsh. We do not
Mm.
have the
it's good that you
ADA.
have friends.
Trasira
Fan
Not
canes
yet. You're going to the way
Free
you're going.
magic carpets for everyone.
Free
Trasira
magic
is
carpets. All right.
HR.
Yeah, there has to be
Oh.
a counterbalance.
the right
Did
spin.
anybody pick up the ring of mind shielding for Kai? I gave you money to pick up that ring.
We are very
Did
distracted.
you-
We didn't
Who
take
did
the
you
money.
who did you give the money
A
to? Did
tier.
you give the money to
I didn't
me?
take the money.
Well, who took the money? I gave the money to one of you.
If you gave it to me, I did buy it for you, but I don't think you gave it to me.
I think
Continue, I
what
will
happened
search.
is that Kai said, "I give you the money," but didn't specify who, and
No one
none of
grabbed
us
it.
received it.
It's just sitting in Akira's
Like,
room.
just stand there, like
Okay,
holding
well,
it out.
Would the item most
Oh,
likely have
look, the other
been...
cat's in the background.
Oh, that's true.
That's a
Uh,
non-fat one. Anyway,
At like Mama Struck's shop. Is there time to say that we did it, or?
I say that I did it.
We didn't. We
Too late.
actively did
I bought
not
it.
try to do it.
Too late. I bought it. It's
Akira
been
had
said
no
now.
interest.
Thank you. I'm gonna start attuning to that.
I will have bought it because I feel like if Scarin is kind of keeping an eye on Kai in any sort of way, then it is wise to give them something that's going to keep them hidden, especially not just necessarily for Kai's benefit, but for our benefit,
Yeah.
because we keep saying things
Yeah.
around
I mean,
Kai.
it's
You're
not
not
going to help
wrong.
with
Because-
scrying,
Shut
though.
our pie holes.
Because
But I can see if it's happening.
Yeah,
It's
just,
me.
it just means
I'm the
that Mina has to
dumbass.
stay next to Kai the whole time and look around.
Yeah, but like
Constantly.
this at least means that he won't know what I'm thinking. He can't read my thoughts if like he's ever face to face with me. So, just saying.
All right, so I guess we got it.
All right. Sure. DM says sure. It happened at the jewelry shop.
Money was given. No one ever actually took the money or agreed to buy the ring.
Sure. A Trace. We're gonna say a Trace did.
Your microphone's off.
Yeah.
I took it without saying yes necessarily I'm buying you the ring, but it was implied in the same way that Akira's pants have been applied the entire time.
all time.
And not
Last
in the way
session,
that
it
we
was a
implied,
tiger.
don't go to the Kaladex Tower.
This session, it's pants.
There's a lot to keep up with. Yeah, we hyperfixate, okay?
I'm sorry.
No, I
The
love it.
ADHD is strong
I love
in
it.
this one today.
I love it.
All right. So you have the ring. You're attuning to it. What's the game plan? What are
Akira
we
will
doing
ask
here?
Kai, if you want to gain our favor, then help us sneak into the Brotherhood sanctuary and see what they're about.
Gain your favor and also mess with the Brotherhood. Sign me up.
Let's go. Where do we
let's do this.
want to start?
Are you staying at Mama Sturrock's for dinner or heading out right around, mid-afternoon here?
So when have I've seen him go into the building at least twice, right? Was that both in the morning?
One was in the evening and one was in the
Okay.
morning.
Then Akira is going to suggest that we try to...
And the time that you were chasing with Honey was like
Okay.
middle of the day.
So no clear pattern.
Because I'd like to do it when he's
Good.
there.
We could stake it out.
Yeah, I'm thinking Akira wants to stake it out.
Call us by sending
Can't we
stone.
just go in and then when he comes there, if he's not there,
Ooh.
we'll be there and then we'll jump out at him.
Inspiration to Janine.
No.
She was just saying the other day that she hasn't had inspiration in so long.
I have not. It's always when I'm being a dumbass.
It is.
Either exceptional roleplay, which you guys have set the bar so high, or just absolute delight.
Dumbassery. I like
All
the
right,
hiding
then
plan.
if we're just gonna wait for him,
fun.
then we should just go. We should just do it. Let's just do the thing.
Yeah.
Do we also
Because that way, if
Stop wasting
there's
time.
yeah, sorry, you.
want to investigate my mansion and see if there might be some underground tunnels? I can pretend to be hosting a tea party.
Later, I
Oh,
think.
Jerome.
Also, I mean, please, do any of us look like the kind of people that would be at your house for a tea party?
Akira is
mean, other
also
than
a
Akira.
councilwoman, and that is councilwoman's
I mean,
house.
The two of them could definitely do that.
And you are
Yeah.
the heroes.
That's
You are
And
the
you have a
heroes
I
of
minstrel.
might be able to
Saltmarsh.
fake it.
So it would make sense that that Triseo would entertain us, but also Akira would rather just get in there and not mess around.
Okay.
All right. Weaving through the town. Well, sorry, weaving through the outskirts of town back into town proper. You come along the area that allows you the overlooking to look up at the bluff where the Temple of Procan still sits and Lover's Leap, and those beautiful trees that hang over the cliff's edge, just waiting to fall. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. You slowly make your way past the mansion where they have given Trisira a place to stay while she is the councilwoman on payroll. And then just a block away, you find yourselves circling a very familiar warehouse that you've passed many times, that Akir has flown over probably 50 times at this point with intent and purpose, but now really has a lock on where he's going and what he's trying to do.
So Akira's gonna have everyone kind of stay in the alley next to the warehouse while he tries to open the passageway. Is there anyone around?
Perception checks.
Us. We're around.
Obviously, Mina's here.
here we go. I'm rolling.
Hard to miss.
Perception with my advantage to perception and my 26
God!
passive.
Obviously.
22.
Oh, and I
That would
failed
be
to
a
actually roll
9.
it with advantage, so we're gonna roll that 21 again.
That was a nat one.
Oh.
No, we're sticking with a 21.
Wowzers.
You and I.
Yep.
I see all the things. Why am I so alert?
I rolled a nat one. I saw a snail.
Was Atreus looking at Mina's butt again?
Effervescent.
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently. Just very distracted over there, but it's perfectly fine.
She probably like crouched down to like really take a good look, and he was just like,
I'm gonna do that later. No.
Why is
sorry,
Kai
what?
rolling more dice?
Fairy.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah.
I was getting paranoid.
My favorite
over here.
died.
Akira,
Fairy's
Akira's
now
like,
a cat.
Akira's like, is Kai signaling
Oh,
people?
what you doing?
No. So Akir is able to easily identify the wall where he had seen Scarin the Noble move in. There is no evidence that it's been used in the last, 15 to 20 minutes. Everything just kind of seems chill, and there's no one there. As Mina is on the other side, keeping watch, she can tell that someone is watching her.
Ah! Is it honey?
Not with any magic, but just it looks probably like one of the students that they had seen in the library is just kind of noticed her and noticed Atreus and is across the street just kind of looking and a little excited.
Oh.
Not
Looking-
respectfully.
Mm.
If they had a phone, they'd be texting all of their friends.
It's a good thing they don't have phones in this world.
Yeah.
Or security cameras?
Instead, they just go through a long list of sending stones.
Wait, who's standing like directly near me? All of you guys, all y'all.
Probably
Obviously.
me.
I don't know how secret the secret mission's gonna be. I think we're pretty popular.
Akir is around the corner, so Akir is not in line of sight,
Yeah.
but
I've been spotted.
I'll assume Akir hears you, and he's just going to go to the corner without peeking around, and he's going to say to come on this side, and then he's going to cast Pass Without a Trace. So as long as everyone's huddled within 30 feet of me, we will all be covered in a veil of shadows, and we will all have a +10 to stealth and cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Then I'm just gonna be
Okay.
like, wee.
all right.
And Torkel's
Everyone
gonna cast
give me a
invisibility on
stealth
himself.
check.
Yeah, we need to get Torkel different armor. Your whole not being critted is great, but Akira likes to stealth.
You're too fucking loud.
All right, stealth checks all
I
around,
also,
please.
I'm rolling, but I also had the thought of it would make. Oh wow, how does a 31 do?
Yeah.
Oh, I did so much better. I rolled a 2.
Well, you got a 17.
And this is
And
where
that's
my
not
thought.
one.
This is where my thought was coming from. Akir had the thought of I should do this alone.
Hey, Akir.
No,
Also,
I'm
all of your
coming
rolls,
with you.
all of your rolls have a
Clonk,
+10.
clonk, clonk.
That's a 41.
a
Yes, I just realized
41.
that. I got a 41 on my stealth.
The gods don't see you.
I turn invisible.
You are no. You have lost.
Should I
your
also add
cleric
my
magic.
1d4 for my armor? All right,
I
let's just throw
assume
that on.
so.
See how high we
Like-
can get.
Go for that 45.
So with
Yeah,
that
45.
+10, I got 13.
45 stealth. Here we go.
45. Nice.
And everyone knows the rest of
Yeah.
them are there.
You don't exist. You straight up like cease to
There-
exist.
I just kind of went into the in between of the fabric of space and time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
I have
caught in the
seen very
pattern
few
buffer
roles in my
of D&D world.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure only one other person on
There-
this entire stream understood that reference.
So the rest
Sorry.
of my
That's
crew is
terrific.
less
Hey.
stealthy.
So we've got a 23, a 17, a 13,
Clonk, clonk.
a 17, and a
Yep.
45.
Akira
All
should
right.
have gone alone.
Makir should have gone alone, but
It's
at
alright,
least
no one knows who's
everyone
with
is
us.
moderately quiet here. It's true. No one knows you are with them. What would Akir like to do now that he is
The
the
darkness.
perfection?
The
William.
definition
I
of
do
darkness.
not exist anymore. But I would like to
Become
open.
alien.
I would like to open the secret passageway.
Kids.
With
I've
what?
got thieves' tools, if that helps. If not, I'll use my rapier.
I will take either one of those. Make me
Sleight
a
of hand?
check.
With my new fancy
Sure.
gloves that
William
no one knows I
snorting
have.
Sure.
too much.
I just
Wow.
rolled 2 nat 20s in a row. Akira is
I hate you
Akira is
so
just
much.
so prepared
I've never
for
hated
this.
anyone more than I hate you.
So prepared.
Quick question
Um,
for the streamers watching: is this feed still rolling? Some people are having issues, so let us know if you're having
It
trouble.
looks
It's up
good
on
on my
my end.
end. And it's playing for me currently.
Is
Are
everything,
you okay?
okay.
I'm fine. I didn't drop anything.
All right, we're good.
All right, great.
All good.
Party foul.
Almost dropped
A
all the
trace.
pickles.
That's another name for Akir. You're welcome.
You get no inspiration because we don't want you to have that.
No.
If you were playing, and I was the DM, you would get an inspiration, but it's not that kind of game.
It's not that kind of game.
I don't know. Can we not give the DM inspiration to use against us?
You do
No!
not-
No!
That is what the NPC tavern is for. I think we just lost Torkel.
Yeah, but somehow you didn't
no.
lose me. So I don't think it's your
frustrating.
internet, Nathan.
I'm back, right?
Your
Yeah, we can
video is
hear
not
you.
back.
We can't see you yet.
And it's not even showing your backup thing either. It's just like it's like you dropped your video entirely.
My video's on.
Nope, we don't see you.
Okay, hold on.
So
Can
what
you see me
happens
now?
What happens with my 45 stealth and my 30 sleight of hand?
Well, the moment you do anything, you break stealth.
There we go.
I'm back.
So
I'm
was
not
it
back.
worthwhile? Was it really worth it?
No.
Are we
You're fine,
in this
you're fine.
building or not?
Yes. You see Akir. Well, actually, you don't.
Yeah.
You just hear a click from somewhere down near the floor. Sorry, the road, because you're outside. It's this beautiful little cobblestone. It's a little old, but it's fine. Actually, pretty old. And then the door, the wall itself, kind of eases open for you, and it's just dark in there. Quiet.
It's just dark and quiet.
And there's windows, so there's some natural light filtering in.
Anything invisible?
You know where Akira is.
That's good. Helpful.
Akir is going to go in first because he's super stealthy right now.
Sure. Okay.
You don't see Akira anymore.
Well, Akir's gonna tap them to let
Um.
them know that he's going in.
Jesus Christ.
What was that? Was it a ghost?
Yes,
This
it's
is
a ghost
secure.
without pants. Remember stream number 1?
Oh my god!
It was Akir the whole time.
Sorry, the sound I just made was ungodly.
Inspiration.
Yes.
Akir lost his pants in the first stream, and now we've just not.
Akir
talking
lost
about
his
it.
pants the first stream, and he was too embarrassed to tell you.
And I was like, whose pants are these? I don't know. I'm keeping them. Put them in my bag.
Oh my gosh.
All the time. You rip them in half, use them as flagging signals, and he's just.
If you had just checked the label on the inside, it would have said Akira.
Property of
Property of
He
Akir.
labels everything. He's very meticulous about his inventory.
Sorry, everyone.
Guys, I quit. I quit D&D. I can't. I can't. I'm having a breakdown.
All right, well, all of you have a breakdown.
Okay.
I would like
he
everyone
walked
but Peter to take off their headphones.
Again? Akir almost died the last time we did this.
Just like to state for the record.
Ha
that
ha, sucker.
Because you like to walk into places alone.
So part of me wants to do something absolutely nefarious here, but part of me just wants to make them nervous a little
cool
bit.
with nervous. Let's go with that.
So yeah. You have that premonition for a moment of the door slamming behind you, as if a ghost or some sort of mechanism was there working. But as you turn around, it's open and your friends are right there. The room is empty and bare, other than some minor furniture. This could easily be a place where people squat, but it's not necessarily anything nefarious. So yeah.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna tell them
Not
to come in, I
falling for
guess.
that.
Bring it back.
I'm not falling for that, William Wallop in the chat. Not falling for that.
No way, Dex.
Everything
no
good?
way.
So, are you on fire or?
I am currently not on fire.
Are
That's
you
good.
alive?
I mean, you guys know where. You should know where I am. I tapped you on the shoulder.
You walked in. We no longer see you now.
We knew where you
Well,
were.
then I'm
We know where
poking
you
my
were
head out, and I
5
waved
seconds
them
ago.
in. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Waving you in now.
Um,
Let's go.
I'm insight
Let's
checking.
go.
No, I'm insight checking him.
Man,
Hold on.
What's the DC for this?
I mean, I'm following. There's no question.
Oh, that's a shitty roll.
you're pretty sure it's a gear. There's no reason it would.
I mean, I know it's a Kier,
Seems-
but I want to know. I don't trust him.
Likewise.
You can stay out there.
No, I'm going in.
Oh no, they
But I
cannot
don't
stay out
trust
there. That's not happening. Not
I
now that
don't-
they know
I
that
don't
we're
trust-
going
Yeah,
in. They can't stay out and tell someone that we went in.
I don't trust that he's not being mind controlled.
Fair.
I'm going inside.
Somebody else, please roll perception or insight.
Oh,
Let me be the only
maybe this time I'll roll a 3 because
That's
it's been
what I
a 1,
rolled.
a 2, you know.
That's what
Hang
I
on,
rolled.
Let me see. Where's my insight?
feel-
I've got really good insight. So let me see if
No,
I
I'm
can.
trusting it here.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
22.
mine
That's
Yes.
a 22 insight there.
was a 6
Um,
on my part.
So, Mina, there's definitely something. You can tell that Akir just had another one of his premonitions.
Hey,
Good.
how we
I
doing,
can't tell
buddy?
And
You're not familiar with my premonitions.
No. Atreus, Akir's seems fine. There doesn't appear to be any danger currently.
Okay.
Anybody sharing this information?
Akira seems fine. Doesn't seem to be
No.
in danger. Let's go.
Let's go. Akir looks like Akir with a little woo in his eyes. Let's go.
I've seen things, man. I've seen things.
Why did we give you that shield back? Why
Do you
did
want
we
me
do it?
Hey, buddy, do you need me to like take that back? If you need me to,
'Cause you
that's
If I
It's
get
so
burned
well
again,
with it.
yes.
All right.
You wanna
In.
share
We're
the
in.
burden, share the
Yeah.
load.
I'll help you out here.
Kira's not great at sharing. It's
We're
okay.
in.
Mm.
We're in.
All right.
Big
Where
family drama.
is Emerald's vow?
That's mine. It's in my hand.
You know, the sting for the undead.
Because, when walking into spooky darkness, I have shield and glowy one.
Glowy one. All right. Because of the glowy,
Glowy
sword
one.
trident here,
Glowy one.
it lights up the room a little bit more. When Akira had first come in, it was really just the very limited natural lighting pouring in that showed this very sparse, large warehouse. There are some chairs on the far end, 40, 50 feet away. There is a completely unused, well, at least currently dead fireplace. There's a couple of spaces where there have been bed mats rolled out, and there's a table with some chairs. There's some firewood stacked up in a corner, and there are, over on the one wall, a series of rations, barley, grain, some things that you would use if you just really wanted to hide out and stick around a while. So,
This is not the same warehouse that Dex was in. Correct.
That was
no, this
that
is
was
on
the
a
fish
completely
house,
different
so
side
that
of
was in a
town.
much sketchier part of town. This
Yeah.
is in the fancy part.
Oh.
This is in the fancy
Oh,
part. So, what's
Sorry.
Akira's gonna look for some way to
My fault.
close the secret entrance.
as you do so, it closes for you.
Akira's gonna look for some way that the secret entrance would reopen.
Give me an investigation check.
I don't like this automatic door.
And that
Oh,
and
sure,
that
it's
was
nice for
that was not a
now.
nat 20. That was a 3, so I have a 4.
as you're looking around, there's a hole in the floor, basically identical to the one on the outside.
Well, that's good.
Hydrate.
Does wine count? Which is worse, wine or pickle juice?
Oh, that's a good question.
We
One's
might need to
alcoholic,
contact a scientist
One's
about that.
saline.
Threw me with that one.
All right, poll
Anyway.
for our people on the stream right now. Which hydrates you more, wine or pickle juice? Sean says wine.
Wine. Says Shane.
Wine or brine?
Wine or
Morgan says
brine?
Wine or brine?
I would like to be wined and brined.
I'm going to also give you inspiration.
I feel like
That
I feel like
You
we're,
have inspiration.
That means
Right.
something
I
bad
was-
is
I was
gonna
like,
happen.
That either means we're being really funny tonight, or we're about to die.
I think we're hilarious.
I would
You
we're
keep
gonna
I
that
think we're
positive
hilarious.
attitude right up until the end.
I try.
would like to state for the record that my neurospicy brain immediately went to that would take a lot of salt to brine and Amelia, and like immediately started going like, well, we could dry brine Amelia or we could wet brine Amelia, and
You
like
better watch out. Kai's gonna brine you.
You gotta go real fast.
You're having a hard time trusting your character and you want to brine one of us?
I asked for it, okay?
To be fair,
Consensual brining.
I introduced a character to a campaign as they had been brined in pickled strawberries.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I remember that. Yes. And it was pretty amazing because the
So-
player rocked up and we were like, "Are you okay?" And the player goes, "I'm sticky." And it was just immediate inspiration. I don't know. She felt,
Guy has
she
lamp.
felt a
I think we're gonna have to
out of
add.
the barrel.
We're gonna have to add wined and brined to our merch shop too.
Ooh, yes.
Stunning.
Yes.
With a little pickle. Ugh.
Little
I'll make it
pickle,
happen.
A little wine glass and a D20
I'll make it
floating
happen.
in it.
Wined and brined.
On
The
brine.
pickle is the one on. Yeah,
Okay,
I love that.
We're in this place. We've looked
you're in
around.
this place.
There are things.
So there's
door.
no
There are things-
exits or other than like the windows, but there's no other like rooms or that we see. Yeah.
It's a warehouse
in the
where
hole.
people come to meet, and it looks like people have used it as a hideout or a squatting place.
Can we like peek around the bags and stuff? Can I do an investigation on the bags?
Akira's also going to
Absolutely.
investigate the fireplace and would like someone to help.
I got an 8.
The bags are just food.
bags.
You successfully realize that they have food in them,
Great.
and it's mostly food that
Oh.
is has a long storage life.
Long shelf life. Got it.
What is Torkel intimidating?
But no,
What are you
sorry, that
doing?
was
The bags
supposed
of
to be
food.
investigation. I clicked the wrong thing, and I
Oh
rolled
my
in that one
gosh.
anyway.
You rolled
So
it? Garbage.
the
Everyone get the
heck?
garbage out. Get it out.
what the heck, D&D Beyond?
I just also rolled in that one.
See nothing.
This
You know
stream
what?
is not
Screw
brought
it.
to you by D&D
You know what?
Beyond. because
Screw it.
D&D
I'm
Beyond
intimidating
is
the
terrible.
We
fireplace.
successfully and expertly got into
It
this place,
bites
and
you
then
back.
we
You
started
shouldn't have drank
stumbling
so
on our
much.
own feet. I am darkness, and I fall down the stairs.
We like all walk in and run right into a gear. Wow. That was bad.
Torkel, what do you say to make the fireplace so mad that it wants to bite you?
The fireplace is a minute.
You're filthy and unclean.
That's Turkle. That's
Quite
not very nice.
Has Atreus investigated anything?
You hear a voice come back.
Oh shit.
What?
And do you believe you are talking to?
I believe I'm talking to a fireplace. Just
You are as foolish as the rest of them.
the rest of who?
What is happening?
I'm intimidating
And
a
then there's
fireplace other than that one.
Atreus, do you want to take a look at this fireplace?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Can I investigate this fireplace?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna investigate it, and if I roll really badly, I'm gonna just use an Eyes of the Grave moment. 24.
Nat 20,
So,
nice.
nat 20.
Break that nat 1 streak.
You.
Thank you.
Oh,
You.
It was one,
Oh, my
nat
word.
1, Peter. Fuck off.
No,
no, I had
There
a
were
nat 1
three
and
of
Kai
us.
had a nat 1.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Nate?
I'm just pointing out that we all had nat 1s.
Oh, okay. As Atreus looks over this fireplace, he runs his hands along the stone, realizing very quickly it is just a fireplace. And it has been used in probably the last week or two. But as he follows it down to the bottom, he realizes that the stone work that makes up the base is that same ancient stonework that you have seen through so much of Saltmarsh.
Oh, fucking hell.
Atreus turns around and realizes that the entirety of the floor in here is wooden.
Okay. And that's significant because there's stone? Or because it's flammable?
Floorboards.
Just a
Don't light
wooden
it on
floor.
fire.
I wasn't going to. I don't have that ability, but my wife, on the other hand, have you seen her?
Mhm.
She's so hot.
I burn things.
Also can burn things. Is there anything underneath the floorboards? Can I stomp on the floorboards and see if it sounds hollow?
It is absolutely solid. Rock solid.
Wood solid.
Which is ironic because it's wood.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Can I investigate the floor to see if it's an illusion?
why did you give me this detail if it's not important? It's like in those cartoons where the one thing is gonna be important because it's animated just slightly differently. Like that's the thing that's
Slightly
gonna move.
Was there a smokestack on the top of the warehouse?
Yeah.
Was it
Did
Was
all
it
of us hear this?
was it
Thing
at like the edge of the warehouse or was it in the middle of the
Mhm.
warehouse?
Yep, on the edge.
Oh, so there's probably not like
A
a
regular
secret
fire.
room behind it.
I'm feeling like it goes down.
Did all of us hear the fireplace talking, or just Torkel?
Anyone who was close. So Akir with his incredible perception heard it. Atreus probably heard it. And the rest of you, it's up to your character whether you heard the voice.
I'm tripping over bags.
You
On
just
the other
heard
side.
Marvel yelling at a fireplace.
Let's go perception. I'm just gonna roll a perception check.
Oh yeah.
That's an 8. Definitely did not hear that.
And
Oops! I just rolled a perception check anyway when you already told me that I got it. I
You heard it.
heard it.
You heard it.
I heard it.
you heard it.
Can I investigate the
I know.
floor? I want to know if it's an illusion.
You're touching the floor. It's not an illusion.
Yeah.
Why are we all staring at the floor?
Because it's animated differently.
It's just weird. There's something weird about it, okay?
God.
Floor is
God.
weird.
All right, so do we just wait here until someone shows up and then see what they do?
Are there places to hide in this room?
Is this literally
really?
one room? There's
Not really.
no doors. There's no doors. There's nothing.
Hey, Mr. Fireplace, how do we get out?
You talking to
What?
the fire?
Make me a persuasion check.
Oh,
Finding out if the fireplace likes you.
That. Oh my word, that was a 2. I mean, that's a 12, but that's also 2.
Guidance.
There is no leaving.
Can I use Eyes of the Grave to see there's any undead
Cool.
motherfuckers in here?
Throw it.
Throwing that on there. Great. I don't have to roll anything, it just happens.
Yeah, I just want to see the text.
As an action, you can know the location of any undead within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover and that isn't protected from divination magic until the end of your next turn.
That's it.
That's it.
Something here is undead, but you don't see it.
Oh,
Fireplace.
yeah. Well, is there a fire in the fireplace? Because if not, that's dead.
Is that a
It's
Better.
Dead. Look at that. That's
bed? Can I like poke it with my trident?
Sure.
Like,
Your
ow.
trident clunks against.
Doesn't glow or
Stone.
anything. It's just like I'm getting no vibes from this trident.
Nope. It's a fireplace.
It's a fireplace, but something else is around here.
Okay,
Pretending to
yeah,
be a
what if
fireplace.
we close our eyes?
Again?
If you would like to walk into a fireplace, be my guest.
You're going in the fireplace.
You know, I'm just gonna try it.
don't do that.
Yeah, Oracle closes
No.
his eyes and walks into the fireplace.
You take 1 point of damage.
Diagon alley.
Diagonally.
Are there any like?
Tokel hits the wall.
So the walls of this building,
Why'd
are
you
they
take a
like
point of
wooden?
damage?
The walls are wooden.
Yes.
Are there any like markings or carvings on the floors or
what are we
walls
missing?
anywhere, or on the stone? Like the only thing that's stone is the fireplace, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I feel like the nat 20 would have
Can
revealed if there was anything on
anybody-
the stone. So
Yeah. Can anybody check and see if it's like enchanted?
Oh,
You could.
you know what? If and nobody minds me praying for 10 minutes, I can ritually cast detect magic.
I think we got
I-
time.
I have
I
nowhere
could also
to be.
do this as great. Thank you. All right, I'm
Well,
gonna
somebody else shows up.
sit there for 10 minutes.
All right.
While we twiddle our
Um,
thumbs.
Is there? Are there? What else is in this room? We have got bags of food. Is there anything
Mhm.
else other than the bags? I don't remember. There's some barrels or shit.
There's some, long-lasting food products. There's the bedrolls and a bed. That
I'm going to
Isn't
empty
made.
out some of the bags of food and see if there's anything hidden in there.
Yeah, I'll join Torkel on that. I'm also gonna look under the
all
bed.
right.
Yeah, we're just gonna turn this whole place over.
Yeah.
All right. I need everyone who is being an absolute hoodlum. I would like you to roll me a perception or investigation,
Okay.
or sleight of hand,
Mhm.
followed by a
Quick
D100.
question. This building, this wooden building, has no doors.
Crying out loud.
Except for the secret door.
So there's this building in town that
A
just
12
has
and a
no
12.
visible doors from the outside.
Nat.
Okay.
Correct.
Mina sees something.
That's a nat 20. You said you wanted a D100.
Yes, please.
I mean, my plan at this point is to just burn our way out. So. And or crawl out the chimney.
Yeah, Torkel rolled a
I'm
12 and a
gonna
12 on the
click, click,
perception
click.
and D100.
16.
Akir got a 19 on perception and a 47 on the D100.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't think I did
Um,
very well.
I think it was Mina.
No, you didn't. But Torkel met his own DC, and Mina surpassed it.
Ayo.
So, Torkel, what were you rummaging through?
I was rummaging through one of the bags of food.
Exactly like you were hoping and couldn't believe would actually happen. At the bottom of the bag, you find a gemstone
Ooh.
and a small note.
Nice.
Okay, what does the note say?
The note is. I was going to have it in a language you can't read, but you've got to try it, so it's not even worth bothering.
No. I can't read this.
Yeah.
All right. Pass.
The note has a time and date and no location,
Is it
but it does
time and
appear to have about 3 weeks from now.
3
whatever
weeks
is
from now.
going to happen.
Okay. I found the gem in this very suspicious note about 3 weeks from now. We can kind of wait for the detect magic to figure out whether this gem is magical. Seems fairly likely.
Or
Not
it's the
sure what
payment
the
for
date's
this.
all about.
Probably the payment for this product and when it's gonna be picked up. But that's a guess.
That's
Mina, what were you doing?
I was also tearing bags open like a hoodlum. Just like no grace whatsoever, just like grain everywhere. People
go
will
through
know
about
we were here.
Yeah, you go through about 7 of them.
Nice.
Before you also find a small satchel that kind of nicks, and you can see inside are gemstones, but smaller ones. It's not one big one. It's a series of rubies and emeralds. So it looks like Christmas. And also attached to it is a rolled up note. The note says, payment for Solmore.
For who?
Salmore.
Salmore.
Is
As an
Anders.
Anders.
Ooh.
Anders Salmore.
I knew we shouldn't trust that rat bastard.
Is it?
But is it to pay him or to pay off the person who killed his parents?
Well, that happened a while ago.
I am fairly certain
Or
Scarin
is
killed
it-
off his parents.
Well, yes, but could it be that somebody has a hit out on him?
Now that he has the deeds, he's fulfilled his purpose.
Oh, fuck me. We just handed all these...
Did we hand him
Deeds.
his death certificate?
I don't care about
Sorry,
that.
did
I
you
just-
hand him his death certificate?
And now we're the bad guys?
I didn't
Have you told us that you burned a hole in the floor of the
knowingly-
library?
We don't even know that what they did in Kelvedix Tower.
I didn't
You are a
knowingly...
disgrace to books, and we're the bad guys.
I insulted a penguin.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm most offended by. On my own
ass
behalf,
now, bud.
okay? I insulted an invisible penguin wearing a top
Get
hat.
that top hat. Did we hand him? I don't care about that.
No, I do.
Uh,
I do
Stop
care
it,
about
fine.
that, but I care more about the fact that we just handed over a
But
fuck
Reyes
ton of
does not
power
really-
to the Brotherhood.
Trace is not about his guilty conscience is not about morale. It's about being wrong.
It could, in theory, also be payment to Anders in exchange for the deeds. Perhaps Anders is fool enough to not realize their worth.
I am absolutely sure Anders is foolish. Wow, you said it wrong.
We're gonna say I meant to say fool, and that's what I said. Intentionally, of course.
No, it's going on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Be fool enough.
Yeah, that goes on a coffee mug. Is it full in there?
Is it full?
Is this full?
Are we? Are we full?
Yes, we are.
Okay, you were full. I absolutely guarantee you that Anders is foolish enough to not know anything. He didn't even know what we were actually going after.
Because it wasn't his request.
No, it wasn't his request. It was Scarin's, and we played into it because we're stupid.
Always.
Technically, you accepted the mission.
Here.
Hey Mina, what color?
You wanna go,
what color
Birdman?
is the dawn today?
You want to go, Birdman? You don't even have pants.
Can I take a quick look around the room and look for orbs, please? Are there any floating orbs?
Roll me a perception check.
Ooh, he didn't just say yes or no. That means that they're there, but we don't know.
It means he's making it random, and so at any given moment we could be watched.
12.
There are no orbs.
There are no
No
orbs,
orbs.
or
This is not-
Are
Mina
no
see knows
orbs?
orbs.
Do you have
In
orbs?
the 10-foot sphere that Mina can detect them, there are no orbs. It does not mean that they're not at 11 feet high at this moment.
Jump.
Mina, move around
Mina.
more quickly.
Mina can jump really high. She's got that bonus jump.
I'm a really good jumper. If I jump, can I roll another perception?
Gonna be a little ping pong. Not a ping pong, a pogo.
She
Mina's
just jumps
pogo.
like a penguin.
I imagine her more like a
Torkel
gymnast,
pulls the
and she,
stealth
like,
out of
does
his backpack.
a backflip, a handstand, a tumble through the air, a back up again, and just kind of lands by the fireplace. Like, nope, it's clear in here.
Does it all
So that
over
means-
again.
Good. All clear.
Good. All right, is my detect magic up now? Can I see what the fuck is happening?
Wait, what happened to Kai?
Yes. So
Who was
What?
investigating
Nothing.
the bed? Oh, nothing bad happened to me. Okay, cool.
nothing bad, nothing good. It's
You
just
found
a
nothing.
bed.
It's
Kier
bed.
spent some time staring at walls. It was unproductive.
Staring at walls,
Um,
blaming Atreus. You know, normal things.
All that good stuff.
I see we're back
Um,
to this, huh?
The gemstones, none of them are magical.
Mm.
The only thing here that is magical is the secret door and it's not the floor, but it's under the floor. But it is the floor.
Ripping up the floorboards, guys. We're
ripping
just
it up.
ripping it
Done.
up.
Start prying floorboards.
Someone's got
The
a crowbar.
magic is the same magic that covered the abbey on
Oh, the cat
On
abbey.
the island?
No, the cat abbey.
No.
The other abbey.
the undead
Oh
abbey island.
shit!
However, you notice a distinct difference of where that one had been desecrated and was evil. The enchantment here is hallowed and is good.
The Scarlet
Maybe we don't
Brotherhood
rip
is
up-
using good magic.
We're going to rip up.
Maybe they don't know it's here.
Listen, we're going to apologize later. Okay? Yeah.
We're gonna rip it up neatly.
Are we?
So that maybe we can put it
Oh,
back.
I wanted to burn it.
We're in the
Mm.
building.
Torkel pulls out his crowbar.
Akir will not let you set fire to the
You have a-
building that
Torkel
he
has
is
a
inside.
crowbar.
You have a crowbar too?
I have a crowbar.
I have a crowbar.
I have a crowbar.
I have a crowbar.
You have
oh
a
my
crowbar?
Twins!
Let's
Yeah.
Now everyone give your crowbars
What
to
a
Mina,
stupid
who's
thing to
actually
bond over!
strong.
Let's start
Hey,
playing
let's go.
floorboards, guys.
So Kira and Torkel grab their crowbars and they start going to work.
So this is the moment in the office where the boss is out and everyone gets super high on espresso, and they just start ripping up the carpet. There's more under here.
Ugh.
There's actually old ancient stones under here,
Right.
and the entire foundation of this building is made with those very, very, very old stones. And the more boards you slowly pry up, the more you realize that this has been here, and that whoever built the building on top of this probably didn't know what they were
Huh.
doing.
Where have we seen
Can we
these
also
stones?
real quick? Everywhere, fucking everywhere.
So-
Those stones were in the mines, and then they were also in the lighthouse, which Kai was not available for because we didn't know yet.
Just hadn't met you
So this
yet.
is the third
Um,
place that we're seeing them, or the fourth? I don't,
At least the third,
'cause
possibly
I don't remember
the
if they were in the abbey.
fourth. I believe the door that Torkel walked
Yes.
through was the only.
Right.
Yeah. So what you know about this stonework is it is frequently enchanted. It seems to hold enchantments and magic for extended duration, something that might only have lasted a small period of time, say when used in conjunction with this stone, becomes permanent.
And do we
I-
know where it comes from?
You do not. It is
Forever ago.
pre-cataclysms. Yeah.
Comes
It is
from-
not something that is readily available. It is something that was lost. But apparently someone knows it's around because they've been using it for things.
So we
Yeah, to make
don't
secret doors.
think the Scarlet Brotherhood knew what they were doing when they built this mansion here, or whoever built this mansion didn't know what they were doing when they built the mansion here.
The Scarlet Brotherhood is
Basically.
smart enough to know what they were doing.
How old is this mansion?
Warehouse.
Warehouse. Sorry. How old is this warehouse?
It's pretty old. It's kind of gone into disrepair. So it was here before the Sturrocks.
Okay. It's been around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You remember, the dares of throwing stones through the upper windows as a kid?
Yeah. I
As
probably did that,
we're-
yeah.
The warehouse with no doors. Like, it was a weird thing.
As we're pulling up these floorboards, do any
Suddenly,
do
there
any
was
of
a
the
door.
stones have markings or anything like they did under the abbey that would indicate how do we get in?
Give me some sort of investigation check or perception check as you're going through all of this stuff. Go Kai!
That's gonna be a 27.
Nice. I only got an 18.
Oh, 24. All right.
Oh, Kier, how you feeling?
Inadequate. It's
My
fine.
intention.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put on pants.
Are you a little distracted while you're trying to look?
Feeling a little chill.
I've rolled an 18. It's not that bad,
Um,
guys.
Yeah, but
There
Is this like the first time we've all beat a Kier in a
Everyone got
perception
a
No,
Nice.
I got a 12. I got a 12.
except the Tress.
There
Okay.
you go. There you
All,
go.
all is right with me.
I just have to point out that we have not had anything bad happen to us yet, and Peter or Akir had a vision of some sort.
So, pulling up randomly, I'm sure there's some method. Okay, why am I sure of that? You're pulling up boards randomly, I can assume, actually, and somebody pops it open, and somebody else comes and pries it
Kai
off.
would like to
Kai
state
pries-
that they are starting from the fireplace and working backwards. I don't know about anybody
All
else,
right.
but that's where Kai is starting.
Does Kai have a crowbar?
No, but Kai has
Oh, well,
Kai has
Kai.
Daggers and shit.
you can't sit with
strength.
us.
Kai is an
On the
orc,
crowbar
Yeah.
club.
and Kai can make their hands into claws with primal savagery and rip.
There's another club for that one.
Well, it's not as good as a crowbar, but I guess it works.
So, yeah, about 20 feet away from the fireplace. So roughly almost midway through, you see the stone pattern change. It's no longer just stones being flooring. There is a pattern, and there's a sort of a square shape. And as you go further and further, you find yourselves there's a trap door
Ooh.
made of rotten wood beneath this
Can I
area,
light it on fire?
roughly in the center of the room.
No.
Yes, you
Open it
can.
with your hands.
No, I want to light it on fire. Can I light it on fire?
Make me an
Just
attack roll.
Small fire?
A very small fire. Is everybody okay if I light it on fire?
Akir would like there to not be fire
Very
inside
small.
the enclosed building.
It's a little concerning that the pyro is not on board with the fire plan, to be honest.
Akir has a habit of not
I know,
liking
I-
the building we're in to be lit on fire.
And we
Mm.
don't have a way out either. So there's
So
that.
I cannot light it on fire?
You can light it on fire. I mean, it takes a
Could we-
trace and blocks
Could
it
we
with your
just try
shield
to
and
open it?
I go.
I mean, I suppose, but that's not as much fun as lighting it on fire.
Akir wants to look for traps in the trap door.
Give me an investigation check.
I don't know. I like fire. Don't get me wrong. I usually enjoy them.
Okay, I got
Outside.
a 10. Does anyone else want to check this trap door for traps
Yeah.
before
I will
Akir gets
check.
flung into
Um,
acid or something?
Mm,
You can see that the door opens upward.
Oh,
So
close
by
to that 20.
building the floor on top of it, there was no way for that door to.
Oh,
19?
that's
How's
that's
that?
not encouraging.
The dice bumped into the edge of my screen and fell off the net 20.
No.
Got a nat 1 on my investigation. So Kai still
So
wants to light it
we're
on fire.
potentially exposing something
Yeah,
that has not been
Kai-
exposed for millennia.
Kai, you know that if you light this on fire, it absolutely will explode because it is that old.
Yes.
I think so. That's enjoyable.
Atreus, you are sure there are no traps. The hallowed magic here is really the only thing that they need for whatever it is that they were doing
Right.
here.
Okay.
Okay. Torkel's gonna pull some like extra clothes out of his pack in case he needs to like beat the fire out.
So are we opening it, or can I light it on fire?
Let's open.
Akira's gonna try and open it
Damn it.
because he's concerned that Kai's just gonna start lighting things on fire.
It was gonna be a very small fire.
I'll put these back in my pack.
I'm still holding up the shield. I don't trust whatever is happening there.
I'm fiddling with my holy emblem nervously.
Okay.
All right. You are able to open the door.
What was that check?
That was between me and the NPC tavern. That's not for you guys. Don't worry.
That makes me worry.
No, that's worry.
Yeah, I mean, I know Smorgan gave us a 80 DC, but definitely concerned.
You're fine. The hatch opens. As you lift it up, it actually breaks off of the hinges and starts crumbling in your
So
hand.
I could have lit it
um,
on fire.
An old dry rotted board or something you might find in the woods that's been sitting out for 3 years.
I feel like we're uncovering
And
we're uncovering
down
something
below-
not related to the Brotherhood right now.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
There is a very small, jaunted stone staircase
Kai's just gonna
that
say,
leads down.
hello?
Hello.
Because Torkel was talking to the wooden fireplace before.
Excuse me, I was intimidating the wooden
Oh,
fireplace
sorry.
before.
You heard. It responded.
It responded.
Hello.
Okay.
Can we come down?
Of course.
Can we get out?
Who are you?
Come and see.
What are you?
Do you?
I am a prisoner. My name is Zolek.
Do we know this
History
name?
check.
One moment, please. So, like, how do you spell that? So I can just.
You
Excuse
can
me,
all
how do
make
you
a
spell your
history
name?
check. Treyas, you can make a history check with advantage.
I feel like I know
That's a dirty
That
20 for
name,
me.
and I'm afraid.
You're afraid because you're gonna know that name, which means we have to go down.
That means
Yes,
we have to fight.
that's what I'm afraid of.
Akir has never heard
Wasn't
of
really
this. Corporal
great, so I'm gonna put
has never heard of this.
guidance on it. 19.
Was that an advantage?
Yes. You know what? I don't want to hear it from you, Peter. I don't want to hear it. Shut
Are you
up.
sure?
I got a dirty 20.
I'll yell.
Kai, you remember reading a story quite a while ago. You never really knew where this was from, but it was a very interesting story about a cleric of Saint Cuthbert. She had been sent to a town to eradicate some form of undead, but unable to actually kill the undead, she trapped them.
Shit.
And whatever it was named Zolek.
So I
Uh,
just
Atreus has seen the name Zolek inscribed among the vampires of the catacombs.
Goody.
I grab Atreus's arm and I just point to my mind.
Yes,
and
yes,
lock
I know,
eyes.
I know, it's a vampire, I know. You can say that out loud.
But and then so I relay everything else that I remember. That like Saint Cuthbert was not able to actually.
A cleric of
Saint Cuthbert was not actually able to beat this vampire, and so on and so forth.
Correct me if I'm wrong. DM, God, sorry, I don't realize why I was using my Atreus voice right there instead of just... Didn't Honey say a thing about a vampire living underneath, like, in catacombs?
That sounds familiar.
Great.
Great.
So there's a vampire down there. Let's go kill it. And I'm going to draw Night Render. We're going to go see that bitch.
So that means that my guess is that Scarron has been communicating with this vampire for some reason.
Via the chimney, like
But
Santa.
that also means that Scarron wasn't stupid enough to let it out. Of
But
course
we
we
are.
are.
No, we're not stupid enough to let it out. We're stupid enough to try to kill it.
No, but you're required to kill it. It's not about stupidity. It's now we have to go to this thing.
Is this whole conversation allowed?
Yes.
The fool Skerrin has no idea I exist.
Oh, that's good.
If you would mind.
Insight.
It's kind of an
What
ass. You
does
wouldn't
the
want
fool
to know him
Scarron
anyway.
come here to do?
He makes his plans.
What are his plans?
Actually,
Tell us all of them.
we have you, want to
What
relay
plans?
us? Yeah, relay those plans. Then we'll come down and chat.
I would love to in the outside where
Where there's
I can
sunlight.
see the moon once again.
Not gonna happen, bitch.
In
Doesn't say
here is
bitch.
so much more private, intimate.
Sorry, what's vampire D&D sunlight lore?
Bad.
Uh,
No daylight.
I think it's disadvantage.
It's not that. Yeah, it's really bad for them. They do slowly start to burn up.
Cool.
And they can't regenerate and heal well in sunlight.
Good to know. Okay, let's check him.
And also one of the worst parts about that is the blade known as Night Render is made of literal sunlight. So as long as it is drawn and near a vampire, they're burning.
Nice.
Yeah, is Night
In
Render reacting
this-
to this at all?
Yeah. Night Render is humming. Let me clarify that. Night Render is not humming in that like glowing lightsaber hum. Night Render is humming a merry little tune.
Oh, she's
Oh.
excited.
This is very excited.
Say, happy little sword.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she has a little smiley face like Geralt.
Yeah.
Only when she's near a
And I
vampire.
wear her on my back and everything. So it's like, it's,
I this is now canon in my head that we look at it and it has like a little happy face. I'm like, oh.
she's ready to go.
Do I know anything from my insight check?
Sometimes she's a neutral sword.
Right.
Let me go back and check. He seems to be telling the truth.
I don't care what he's saying. I've actually stopped listening. I'm going to go down there and kill him.
You don't want to know what the plans of the Brotherhood are, who their puppets are.
Was that a
Why
question?
not?
I
Or
very
was
much
that a
do.
statement?
I'm part of the Brotherhood.
It's very simple. One who is pure of heart can cradle me in their arms. We walk out into the moonlight, and I will answer any questions you would like.
Pure
Okay.
of heart. What does that mean?
I don't think there's a single one of us here.
Even if I was, I'm not cradling you in my arms.
I feel like
David!
Akir could probably pass that test.
Yeah, is there a test to decide if we're pure of
Like a
heart?
baby
Yeah,
Voldemort
what does
kind of
that
situation? Does he look
mean?
like a rotten Voldemort?
Do we have to go down there and get you? Is this like a prom
Is
sort of
it-
thing? Do we have to bring a
Is
corsage?
it worth making a deal with the devil to kill his servant?
Oh, what a freaking line!
I'm gonna say that in Akira's voice. Is it worth making a deal with the devil to kill his servant?
Badass
I believe it is.
Atreus is just gonna give Akira the world's most annoyed look of really? Oh, are we doing this again?
I'm just stabby stab. Is it like? Can we see this guy? No, right?
No.
Can I stick like my trident in there and like light this up, and then could we see this guy?
You stick your trident in, and you can see the stairs kind of do a down, a down,
I'm
a down.
not convinced that it's
And
corporeal.
angling yourself, you can definitely get a very small hint that there is movement down there. A shuffle of feet. It's a very old, very untouched
But
area.
why is he not coming up?
He can't because of the spell that keeps him there.
But he couldn't just like come up and like look us in the eye?
I am trapped.
Trapped.
It should be very easy to kill him.
It would. Come and end my suffering.
But I want
Send me and all of my knowledge back to
to know more
grave.
about the Brotherhood.
Akira is currently trying to think if there is some way to convince Atreus to follow through with this and guarantee that we'd still kill them in the end.
Is it possible? So Kai looks over at Atreus. Is it possible to restore a vampire to what they were before they became a vampire?
No.
Of course there is. Everyone can be redeemed.
Insight.
Redeemed and restored are not the same word.
How is it done, Zoroff?
I got a 12.
I'm just calling him Zoloff for the rest of this because I don't remember what his name is, but I take that. So
How's it going, Zoloft? I'm gonna insight.
Just chill. I'm very chill.
I got
Zoloft?
26 on the insight there. I got 26 on the insight there. Is he telling the truth about being able to change what you from being a vampire?
He definitely believes it's possible.
huh. Tell us how it's done.
You get nothing from me while I am down here.
I still have silver manacles, right? Or maybe not
From-
silver manacles, but they're manacles, right?
Probably.
Yes.
No,
Okay.
we have manacles that were still. Well, I guess did we leave them in the Sea Ghost maybe for Dex? We probably would have left those in the Sea Ghost for Dex. Well, but now he
Were
doesn't
those
need them
the-
anymore because he controls it.
Because we said so.
Because Torkel
Okay.
was persuasive.
Incidentally, it's still in my inventory, and that's definitely not because I haven't updated my inventory at
How
all.
convenient.
So,
Definitely not.
It's in my purse. So I say.
yeah, Atreus and Mina use these frequently. What? Anyway, I'm going to bring these. I am going, and I can't believe this is the idea that I'm having. I'm going down there
Mm-hmm.
so that I can manacle him and we can bring him up.
Akira would like to pull his bow out and ready an arrow in case it attacks.
Can Kai come
Thank
down
you.
with you?
Oracle
I'm
cast
assuming
Shillelagh.
Most of us.
I think we're all going down because that's the kind of code-dependent fucks we are.
Okay.
Well, you're going, and that means I'm not letting you go by yourself, which that means Akira's going, which that means...
I ain't staying up here by themselves when you all are down there and they want to figure all this shit out.
But shouldn't we post a watch? Shouldn't we do that?
Fairies 4. And Dusk.
Okay.
Akir and Dusk.
You guys got the birds.
Meanwhile,
the
my
birds.
cat's sitting over here cleaning their butt on stream. It's fine.
Got a cat.
Not that kind of show, guys. It's not that kind of show.
I mean, it was like 4 weeks ago, so it's just.
Yeah,
Over
sure.
Yeah.
Akira
Of
will
course.
summon Dusk to help keep watch.
Send those birds up
Oh,
because clearly no one's
Fairy-
staying behind.
Fairy's
Those
a
birds.
Fairy's a cat.
Oh, the cat. Right.
So-
Whatever.
Fairy
Alright.
needs to not try and fight Dusk.
If Fairy is attacking
needs to be
Dusk,
behind.
Dusk is going straight back in the pocket dimension.
No, Fairy is aware that it's Dusk and they're still friends and they can still talk, even though Fairy's a different
Right.
animal.
Great. Down we go then.
Zoloft.
To Goblin Town.
I'm coming down there. If we're going to let you
Sure.
come up, you're coming up in chains. Do you understand?
You can certainly try.
I hate this idea already. All right.
There's so
Either
much
way,
we
we're
need
going
to
down there.
know.
You know what, Kai?
How about this?
There's always other places to find information that you need.
Akira's gonna.
Like
Akira's
the
gonna
library, huh,
whisper
Kai?
into Atreus's ear, and he's gonna ask, "Would you like to try and stealth with just me?"
Yes.
But out of game, out of character, like, isn't this what you need to know about your dad?
No, I want to kill my dad. He killed my mom.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
feel like it's unlikely that this guy would know unless the Scarlet Brotherhood has been feeding him information, or he has some other way of communicating outside of this place.
The only reason
Fair
I
enough.
would
There you go.
Yeah.
Follow that train.
Uh-oh.
The only reason I would go down there and not just kill him outright is because if I could be changed, I would take that.
Ah.
Wait, which train are we following?
Following your
Yours.
train,
That the
I'm
Scarlet
going down for
Brotherhood
selfish
could
reasons.
potentially be
feeding him
relaying
info.
information.
Nope.
Or he's communicating with someone else.
So we could have some method of communication down there too,
Mm-hmm.
like
Or
a
he's not
portal.
alone.
You already know who he's communicating with.
It's the father of vampires, isn't it? No, he's not part of the eclipses.
Knows he's here.
Scaring.
Anders?
Honey.
That bitch.
Honey knows he's here.
Huh.
What did
What
she
won't
tell
Honey
you
talk
about
about?
him?
Honey won't talk about the Brotherhood. Honey didn't tell me anything about him specifically. She just said that there was a guy down in the crypts, a vampire down there.
Are we missing something?
We're missing.
Nope.
We have all the pieces. We just have to be smart enough to put them
She
together.
About the
Why do you
Brotherhood.
expect that of us at 10:30 at night?
How far does this guy's communication reach?
Sounds like he's just talking.
So she's been in the warehouse before.
Or there's a way to talk.
Do I
Fireplace.
still have Pass Without a Trace up? It lasts for an hour.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Yep.
Akira's gonna motion for the other three to stay put and just keep talking, and then Atreus and Akira are going to attempt to stealth down with the manacles.
I'm very good at acting natural.
Be cool, be cool.
So
I would like performance checks from those staying up top.
hold on.
and-
Okay.
Well, am I playing the bagpipes? Or...
Let's not play
Performance or
something
deception?
loud from
10.
the warehouse that has no entrances and will confuse everyone.
That's going to be it.
My question is,
Dirty 20.
what's
That's
your
funny.
favorite color?
You asking Zoloff?
Yeah.
That's his name now. He's Zola.
It's blue. Obviously, it's blue.
Oh, cool. Mine's yellow.
Its stones are looking very
And then I'm
suspicious.
gonna need some stealth checks from Atreus and Akir. And I'd like to know how Atreus plans to stealth with a big, bright, glowing
I'm
lightsaber.
going to sheath her for
sunlight.
a minute.
And that smile turns upside down into a frown. Very disappointed. And your stealth has a
or
your stealth
the
has a plus 10
stars
right now.
coming from.
So that's a 32.
33, actually.
33.
A nice one
And
from
mine-
guidance.
And mine's a 38 plus
Wow.
1.
Zoloft, what's
30
your favorite food?
39.
I am a vampire. My
Oh
favorite
right,
food
yeah. You said that. You said
is
that.
people.
Zoloft,
Yep.
how long have you been down here with
It is-
no communication with any other living being?
Are you wearing pants?
This is
The
an
real
important
question.
today. If we come down there, will you be fully clothed?
My
He's a
question is
he's
actually
a
important.
vampire, babe. How often have you seen like it's kind of sensual? He's likely being like a robe or something.
I'm the vampire.
Yes,
I
I
You
am bringing sexy back.
Oh, that's lovely.
So that's a no on the pants side.
Definite no for those pants. But all right, cool.
But I would actually like an answer to my question.
You ask a very complicated question because I listen to these bozos. Do you know the word bozos?
Oh yes, I'm
It's probably not in your
very
tongue.
familiar.
I have a
with
friend
the
that I call that
bozos.
constantly.
Who you calling a bozo?
You listen to them,
So-
but how long
Yes.
has it been since you've communicated with another individual? It must be thousands of years.
No.
No? Well, I'm glad you've had
No.
somebody to talk to. How long has it been?
I really don't remember. I have not seen a sun or a moon or a day or a night in forever. That's
Hmm.
since she shut me down here.
What was her name?
So how long has it been? How many rats have I eaten?
What was her name?
Yanka.
Oh, of course. Yep.
My name's
You have
Lyrica.
hot.
I feel like they've heard us calling you Kai.
Yeah, like when Akir said, Kai, don't light that on fire.
So now the vampire knows that you're a chronic liar.
A liar
Their name's Lyric
and-
Kai.
Lyric
Right.
A liar and a
Yeah,
pyro.
Lyrica. My name's Lyrica. Technically, who's to say Kai even really knows what their name is?
How's that stealth
This
and
is
coming?
I don't know. We're like invisible. So
You're down there. And you see a fairly emaciated vampire just kind of standing in the middle of a mostly sparse room. If you check the chat, there's, some empty rotten barrels because they've been down here for a minimum of 100 years. There's a table that he's kind of set up. Any of the books that were happening to be down here when he got trapped have been leafed through to the point that they're falling apart. He's, eternal in an eternal coffin.
Hmm.
No way to die, no way to live.
Bummer, dude.
That's pretty shitty.
So it looks like we could probably take him, I'm going to say, directly to Akir's head so that we don't break stealth by being out loud.
Nice,
Good
nice.
choice.
Well done, well done.
I make good choices sometimes.
So assisted grappling with manacles.
Yeah. Let's grapple this guy.
All right. I'm gonna need you to roll initiative, and you're going to get a surprise round.
Solid.
Are you kidding me?
I rolled a 1.
Okay,
Do the rest of you want
So
to roll
it's a
initiative?
3.
Just
I
in
got a
case?
19.
Just in case, I guess. That's fine.
Might as well.
Just to get you
Yeah,
on the
for when
tracker.
this goes horribly wrong.
14.
19.
Sure.
Can I? No. I'll just leave it at that.
All right, Akir, you're up first. What would you like to do?
This is hard because I would like to grapple him with Atreus, but I, as a player, also know that Atreus' initiative was not very good.
So, would you like to ready the action to help
Yes.
Atreus, or take
I would
the
like
help
to
action?
take the help
Okay.
action.
There you go. So that will give Atreus advantage on his grapple check. Then we're skipping everybody else who's just chatting him up, and we're going to Atreus.
Okay.
Got any hobbies?
So I'm going to.
That's sick.
He said fencing was his hobby. I hate it.
See, fencing? Fencing is so fun.
So, what do I do to make a kind of grappling?
Just a grapple.
Athletics?
So athletics.
Okay.
Or, yeah, athletics.
Please don't fuck me.
Oh, now I wish that
Oh,
I
hey.
had gotten the athletics. Oh, that's
23.
pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not even advantage. Give advantage.
Oh.
'Cause I'm helping.
Oh, that's right. You are
Hopefully.
helping. Thank you. Not really, actually. That's not very helpful.
really.
We'll just say the first roll was because of me.
Okay, bye.
I'll throw guidance on there. Does that make you happy? Oh, great. So it's also a 1. It's a 24.
Okay,
They got a.
Your guidance really
He's
does
got a
not
7.
like you today.
Chink.
okay. He's crap.
He is grappled.
I've got him all
Nice.
chained up, and he's been a very bad boy.
Save that for later.
Oh. He
There's a joke here about Rob's dungeon master shirt, but you know.
Just... What's going on?
don't ask a question you don't want the answer to. I have a very clear policy.
You good there,
don't want
Peter?
to know.
Don't wanna. No.
I wasn't asking anything.
You guys got a vampire?
Yeah, all chained up.
So.
Is he actually manacled or?
He is manacled.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the grappling involved the
So-
manacling.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
that was.
So he looks over his left shoulder and kind of sneers at Akir with some eyes, but lets it go. Turns and looks at Atreus, sees the pendant, and goes and just like full vamps out with fangs as a death hunter.
Hi.
Cute.
That's me. You know what?
And,
I'm gonna snarl
that's-
right back at him with fangs and everything. You wanna fuck
So
off?
we've got a fang off, and that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
We end with a
Great.
fang off.
It ended with a fang.
And-
I'm just picturing like what we do in the shadows where there's like
Yes.
Kira's like, is this how you always greet each other?
this the thing? Is this the secret handshake of the vampires?
No, it's an intimidation.
Last-
It's
Each
an
other with an
intimidation
unholy
Last
kiss.
thing.
time I
It's
saw a
an
vampire
intimidation
with
thing.
Atreus, we didn't have like the whole introductions. We just started throwing fireballs. So like this is new.
I would like to point out that we did do the plan where we went boo.
We did.
We did the boo.
I was right.
No, we snarled
Alright,
at people.
well.
So
And we stealthed so well. That was wonderful.
Oh,
That was
you want to find out how this resolves? Join
Yes.
us on the Discord.
That's a
Hit
good
the
point
Ko-fi
because
link.
we will probably resolve this in the Discord. So join that Ko-fi down below, and you will get to see what
the
happens.
main thing is
We'll catch you up next week, but if you want to see it in real time and with all the fun, you gotta be in the
it's
Discord.
because we have no chill, so we don't have the patience to wait a week to do this. So
Yeah, a week's too
not.
long.
we just have to play
Yeah.
throughout the week. We have an imaginary friend group that lives in our pockets. It's normal.
so yeah.
It's
But
real
thank you so
sad when
much
we
for
don't get
joining
to
us.
Play with them every day.
Thank you. Hope
And lovely. Thank you so much for our new friends, for our old friends.
Yeah, thank you
for-
all you new your new
I don't know.
chatters.
Yes, welcome to the new people who joined.
All right.
have a great
Until
evening.
next time.
Loved having you.
Bye.
By the way,
Bye.
Friday's my birthday, so you better come join us on Monday where we extend the celebration because
She has no
I have
chill.
no chill. And Rob's birthday's on
Okay,
Sunday.
weekend.
So next week's
Ooh.
session is about birthdays.
All about birthdays.
So be there or we'll be mad
Birthday.
at you.
Which character's
Gosh.
birthdays is going to be then?
Mina's.
Mina's.
Honey's.
Definitely Mina's
And
birthday.
on
Mina and
that
Honey.
note-
Guys, it's
Mina
Mina's
and
birthday.
Honey share a birthday.
Oh.
Fuck
Yes,
no.
absolutely.
Oh.
Until next time, we will see you next week. Bye.